Good evening, passengers. Today we are flying with the guy who could design your t-shirt or change the keg beer. Mild turbulence should be expected, and as always, please observe the no smoking sign.
What are you, fucking stupid? Huh?
Good job, Rem.
Makes me want to go on a flight somewhere.
Seriously, right?
Oh, we're already on a flight.
Now is not the time.
Right.
Seriously,
Saddle
right?
up there, guy.
They might be having to shut down the airspace in the future, like parts of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Dude, I fly a lot, and I
don't.
still get scared every time I fly. Defy gravity with that big ass piece of
School
metal.
bus, like it's crazy.
Dude, I'm like, how does that? I get caught watching on these short reels air disasters.
Oh.
And I
See, that's
can't-
your biggest
No.
mistake
I
because you
can't-
can't leave it.
Listen, the last plane I was on, we were like, we take off, we're a couple thousand feet, and I'm like, I smell something. and it's that distinct smell of wire burning.
Yep.
You know, like that wire burning?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all the stewardesses come back and they're looking out at the wings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is not good. And the only thing I can think of is at least my whole family's on this plane with me right now.
So, Diego, I think it's confirmed that you have memory issues.
Because
I
you've
do.
said this exact
You-
story
did
before.
I?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
like 3 shows ago.
Oh,
You-
yeah, dude,
While
did
the countdown was
did I
going
tell
on.
you
I didn't
about-
hear it.
The exact same story.
Did I tell you about Brandon
That's unbelievable.
Wilkerson?
No, Diego, I've never heard that one before.
Have I told you about Brandon Wilkerson?
No.
You've never mentioned that
Oh,
name
my
before.
God,
No.
bro.
Have you been on a plane where you have to be moved because of your weight? That small of a plane?
Oh, I got another story for you.
Okay.
Oh, no.
This was a short flight over to the island. I missed the boat, and we had to get on a plane, and the guy puts me in the back of the plane because it's one of those little puddle jumpers. Guy says, that's no problem. Don't worry about this. We start landing on to Fisher's Island, or where the hell we got? Block Island. And we must be 1,000 feet off the ground, and every alarm on the plane starts going off, and I am like death grip on the seat. I'm like this. We land, the guy turns around and he goes, I've never heard those alarms. And
No, that's not what you want to hear.
That's messed up.
Right. That's like a doctor
never
saying,
heard those
I don't know what that is.
First he looked back, he says, no, don't worry about it. And as soon as we landed, he says, I honestly have never heard those alarms before.
Wow.
Oh, but he kicked your calm during the flight at least.
Well, you know, you could almost like spit and hit the pilot because the plane's so
That's
small.
so small. Those
Right.
planes scare me. Like,
Yes.
Where we used to go on vacations, like my dad had to sit on that side, and we're all on this side of the plane, like lean, like.
Right.
But imagine, like, he says that to you and it starts going down, and then while it's going down, you're like, actually, yeah, I've never heard that before. Sorry, man. I mean, what else do you do, though?
Yeah, I got to stop watching them shorts. I mean, I get stuck so bad.
Mm-hmm.
They're like 45 minutes long. It's not even a short anymore. It's a mini movie. Man.
Diego, they're saying early onset. You got anything to say to that?
No, it's very possible.
Seriously, I was like, is this deja vu? What
Dude,
the
I
hell?
may have
Does
it.
he
I
really
got to
not
go see
know?
the doctor. You know what it is? It's probably like,
Too much farting.
Yeah.
dude, I've stopped that for a long time.
Well, let's start the insanity.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Man Cave for the second to last edition of the Sid's View podcast. Don't let the fact that there wasn't really much going on happen and get you down. We got plenty to talk about. My man Diego's in the house. What's up?
Oh, man, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here towards the end of the Sid's View podcast, but I'm excited to be here tonight, guys.
All right, we got the Reminator over here on the controls, ready to roll.
Am I going to be the one doing this?
Well, Sean Monahan had a really good week last week, but 2 weeks in a row, we couldn't bank on that.
Yo, yo, yo! It's a beautiful Tuesday. I'm here with my boys. Let's do this.
All right, down in the bullpen, you know, late in the year, he got his hair cut, but no worries, that thing is froed out.
What up, everybody? Your man Rob back in the house. I don't have the hammer filling in for me last week. And like Diego said, we're getting down to the nitty gritty for real. And I can tell you that right now because I'm walking into Sid's house. It's already freaking dark out.
Yeah, that's pretty depressing, isn't it? Bonsa's over there at the, he's at the update desk.
Where's my super suit?
Coming up on the weekly update, Hamlin falls victim to larceny, Stafford goes full throttle, and it's no tired act, and Sunday was near and dear to many in racing.
This guy with the wordplay, it can't get any better than that. Good stuff. We'll get back to you in a couple minutes. Let's get you started by saying that if you want to join the party, you may want to go over to youtube.com/SidsView/join. Get yourself a podcast membership. Diego, we eclipsed the 180 mark for podcast members. You can't beat that.
It's a good show, man.
We have a lot of fun getting the live chat. Also going to have yourself some bonus content on Thursdays. That's how we do it. And this Thursday, you're going to want to tune in because our man David Arute is in the house, and we've had a great conversation, multiple subjects before we went
Thanks for
live.
having me down here again. I can't believe I got welcomed back.
Well, listen, truth to be told, David and Paul, they appreciate good content. We'll just say that. And I saw them in I'd say maybe it was mid-August. And that's when David first said that he had some sort of list that he was keeping track of. And I said, you know what? Keep that list. We'll have you in the end of the year, and we'll have some fun with it. So we got a bunch of topics that we will be getting into discussion with. Before we go any further, let's get our friends over at Monaco Ford up and running. You know how they do it. The results ticker. We went national scene for the results ticker this week, Diego. And some Hall of Famers to celebrate, which we'll get to in a little bit. Before we get into the racing, Diego, how about that World Series?
Listen, I get up really early in the morning.
Yeah.
Have a heck of a time. I mean, I fought sleep. I was rooting the Blue Jays on. It's crazy because I remember when they used to be really good.
Yeah.
And it seems like yesterday, but that was 30 years
Isn't
ago.
it right? Yeah, because we're old.
Yeah, we're old. And I'm like, damn, they used to whip up on the Sox. I remember.
Yeah.
Joe Carter, all these guys back in the day. I remember watching.
And then they used to get a bunch of stars. Ricky Henderson,
Yes.
Paul Molitor, David Cohn. They used to get all the big-time stars could come and play with them.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's funny. My wife, Rachel, because I always say my wife, she didn't realize that Canada had baseball teams.
Yeah.
And she's like, Dad, isn't that weird, Diego? But, we stayed up. I was rooting the Blue Jays on. I haven't watched baseball in a long time. Since the Sox when they had Veritek and Ortiz.
20 years ago, that was epic.
And I just kind of fell off the wayside. I've been into racing, and like most people, I got into football much heavier, but man, what a World Series.
Game 7 had 25.45 million viewers. That's a huge number for baseball.
It was unbelievable to watch.
Well, and I was going for the Blue Jays, too, for a lot of reasons. I'm a Yankees fan, so it's tough to root for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
But Don Mattingly's my favorite baseball player of all time, was their bench coach. George Springer's a Connecticut guy and UConn star, their center fielder. And their pitching coach is Pete Walker, who's from East Lyme.
He's going to get a head coaching job.
So he may.
I think he will. Yeah.
But anyways, it was good to see baseball have a good World Series with good numbers. Every game was really good. And baseball lost me a little bit in recent years because I don't like analytics, but these games were a lot of fun. So, real quick, I just want to take a moment here. Sadly, in the Speedbowl community, we lost Betty Gaeta, who was the matriarch of the Gaeta family, the Speedbowl's most famous family, most accomplished family. And for anybody that knew Betty Gaeta knows that she was just the sweetest lady you could ever meet. And, I put a post on Facebook just relaying my experience with her, and she was always just so welcoming whenever we went there. She was really cute when we interviewed Bob for the Speedbowl documentary. She sat off camera and was kind of making sure he remembered certain people and was very helpful. I mean, she was just always just a sweetheart. And she really did not go to the track often in a lot of ways because she was watching the kids.
Right.
Even when Adam and Joey were younger. Or even actually when I'm sure when Dennis and Dave were younger and Bob was still racing. So there was Bob Gaeta, which is Dennis Gaeta's dad, his two brothers, Bob's 4 sons, and then the 2 grandsons, which is Joey and Adam, all race here. But on top of that, that Gaeta shop has all the way back to
everybody.
Matt Jones, to Mike Lavetri, to Rodney Tolba, to Rob Janovic, Bob Hayes, to Ed Reed Sr., to Ed Reed Jr., to Janovic, to Tyler Chadwick, to now the Taylor boys.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and I bet you every single one of them has a story about how
she had to be a saint.
She was.
Could you imagine all that racing? Like, you think like Your wife gets upset right now because you're out in the shop all the time? Oh, my God.
You know, there's a thing, I think, you guys can relate. You're always monitoring social media, see what hits, what does not. And I put that post up about Betty Gata. And again, she hasn't, when I started doing the videos of the Speedbowl 15 years ago, maybe I've seen her there once. Like, she doesn't go to the track a lot, right? Over 450 people liked that picture that I sent of her. Just goes to show the impact and how many lives she touched over the years. So she's been in a little bit of tough health for quite a long several years, and I was very sad to see her passing. So I just wanted to say a shout out to the Gata family that we're thinking of them. And then lastly, yesterday I spent the afternoon, Sunday, at the Near Hall of Fame banquet. Bonssa will have all the specifics of everybody honored, but it was a cool day for our family because Brooksy was inducted, and I got to be the one to go up there and induct him.
So cool.
And it was funny, I was practicing my speech all week long, prepped Brooksy, and made sure that he was all set. And I'll tell you this, honestly, there was a time I was mowing my lawn, maybe like Thursday, and I was like saying it in my head, sitting on the skag. And I got to the end. I had this really cool part of the end about how they were the ones that brought me to the races when I was younger and what a lasting effect. And we all know how important that is to be exposed to the sport at the young age. And I was on my skag and it kind of chokes me up a little bit. And I said, ooh, okay, no, you're good. And I got through almost a whole speech. And I had to give myself a minute while I was up there. Yeah, it got me a little bit.
Aww.
And but I got through it, and then Brooksy came up, and just a great moment. Almost our entire family was there, so we were 2 tables deep.
Yeah.
I think I've told you I take Brooksy out to lunch with some old timers, and they all came. So it was a good moment. We had a lot of fun, and Billy Harmon was in the house.
Oh, no.
Now, if you don't know this, Billy Harmon is a prolific pin maker.
Oh, no.
Listen.
So he came with a envelope full of the pins with my face on it, and of course,
Yours?
Your face?
I gave it to all my family. All the girls were wearing it at our table.
Well, he dropped a bunch of Bonza's face at
I know,
my
I
shop.
saw the
Bonza had him. Yep.
Multiple
At your
variants.
shop, Diego?
He says, you make sure everybody on the podcast wears these. Yep.
There were multiple runs of that, too. I saw like 5 different Bonza variants.
Billy's the best. It was a good time.
Oh, yeah.
All
Welcome
right,
to the club, Sid.
Yeah, let's Bonza, you get after it here. Let's go. Oh, let's restart that, huh? It's going to be one of these days, right off the rip. Come on,
That's bad
Sydney.
start.
Come on, Sydney. Do it right, will you? Nope, I'm not going to do it right. Just going to sit here and do it wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Ready and go. There it is.
Weekly update sponsored by Belltown Motors. And we're going to start on Friday at the Phoenix Raceway where the NASCAR Truck Series had their season finale. And as the phrase goes, the clock says it's Heim time because Corey Heim won the finale and capped off a historic year with his first truck championship. He was 9th following a pit stop ahead of the first green-white checker restart and then proceeded to pass 7 trucks within half a lap of that restart thanks to a spectacular 7-wide pass, which is something I never thought I would ever say. En route to the win, Heim set the truck season record with 12 wins out of 25, by the way, and over 1,600 laps led, while also becoming the first truck driver to lead a lap in every race this season.
Wow.
Damn.
See, I thought you were going to say, there's my 8-wide racing. That's a classic.
Dude, the
right
move
there.
for the lead, I mean, we were talking about this a little pre-show, was absolutely ridiculous. And he didn't hit anybody.
No.
Like 7 wide on the apron.
So what is it with that track? So I didn't see the move, but I know that
Right.
track where it looks like they're cutting across the infield.
They essentially reconfigured it so the restart zone is right before this massive dog leg that goes all the way to the inside wall.
Yeah.
And it's like 10 lanes wide. I mean, they did that intentionally to set up moves there, but I mean, they finally got probably the craziest one they were ever going to get.
Was that pass on the dog leg or was that
In turn
1
one.
and 2?
In 1 and 2. It started on the dog leg,
Yeah.
but the track is so flat on that side that running the apron kind of like Stafford works because it's not that big of a difference.
As a fan, though, you were just watching that and you were like you thought they made a mistake by taking 4 tires and everybody took 2. And then he proved everybody wrong because he went in there And it just, like I said, the only thing I could say is it was rolling so well that it looked like he was just, like there was no friction on the wheels. It just rolled so good past everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, how is that even possible?
No, it was such an insane line.
Right?
He was kicking up dust. Like, you can tell
Andy
that no
came
one had
off the
run
corner
there.
leading.
The only way you run down there is if you're on the hook. There's
pretty
no
much.
other reason for you to be running that low on the track. But he made it
Yeah,
stick.
I mean, I don't think any other truck could have made it work. The 11, that Tricon team has just been so insane with that truck all year. I don't think anybody else could have made it work except for him. It's insane that he had to make that move to win the title, but thank God he did it. They already have enough discourse with the format this week. If he didn't win it, they would have been way over the edge with it.
You know, one thing is Phoenix has done is obviously because we have Mr. Root here, they have done things to configure their track differently, and it worked to perfection here in front of a national audience at a championship night. And to put on an ending where there was a 7 wide and left everybody at home in awe was unbelievable. So somebody did the correct thing, you know, as far as on the back side of the scenes, because it worked to perfection how they would probably have hoped it would have worked.
And they tried to go 3 wide in turn 3, and that didn't work. It led to a wreck.
No.
But Gio Ruggiero sadly wrecked out in that green-white checker restart, but he did earn the Rookie of the Year award in a season that saw him get his first career truck win at Talladega a few weeks back, while also clicking off 7 top 5s and 11 top 10s.
Yeah, great for him, man.
Dude,
Good season.
He's been great, though, even coming through the ranks. I've been following him.
He's only 19.
Yeah,
too.
he's been winning a lot down there. But, you know, I see Gio today from when I seen him back when he raced at Seekonk. Dude is ripped, works out daily. He's on the Sims daily. And it just goes to prove that hard work pays off for sure.
Yeah.
Now we go to the Xfinity Series on Saturday, where Jesse Love and the Whelen Engineering 2 team lighted up on championship night, winning the race and the driver's title. They started and ended the year in victory lane. They won at Daytona, won at Phoenix, and it's Love's first Xfinity championship, which comes in the final year of Xfinity's run as the title sponsor of the number 2 series. Oh, by the way, Love's sponsor, Whelen Engineering, is headquartered in Chester, Connecticut.
I like that.
How cool.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been a fan of Jesse Love's for a while. I remember watching him at Speed Weeks, and he was down there with Chris Wimmer Motorsports, and they were running, and he was real good then. And Connor Zilic is nasty.
I feel bad for him, though.
Dude, the kid is nasty.
Put on a
And
year.
Yeah.
right, what a year. But at when the smoke settled, the Deuce was hunting him down. Boy.
Right.
Love was the fastest car of that race.
I mean, God, everything worked out for them, and he was hunting down. And you know what the greatest part is? I don't know the dynamics between these guys, but they're like best friends.
Zilic and Love,
Yeah. I mean, like, how much better does it get? I mean, you know, I'm sure Jesse called him after and busted his chops a little bit, but to be racing your best friend for a championship is good. I know, you know, Jesse would have been upset if he didn't get it, like Connor obviously was, but you can't take anything from Connor.
He was. I mean, I saw a photo of Connor sitting next to his car after the race where it looked like he had almost seen a ghost.
It's just brutal because he led the series in wins, top 5s, top
Every
10s.
metric.
Well, he had 18 straight top 5 finishes at one point or something like that. That's a tough pill to swallow to not win the championship.
You feel bad for him not being able to put an exclamation point on the season, but you also feel bad in a way for Love because now, even though he's the series title, the conversation is going to be forever, oh, well, he didn't really deserve that title.
What do you think? I'm just thinking, right? Maybe it's a question for you.
Yep.
Do you think he would take 2 wins in the championship or all the wins for this year? If he had to look back.
You're talking about Zilic?
Yeah, if he said, listen, I'd take the 2 wins in the championship, or do I take the 12 wins?
Oh, man. At that current moment, I think he would rather the 2 wins in the championship. Right. And I might be in that same boat. A championship on the top 3 is massive.
Right.
That's career changing.
I will, for his career, long term, definitely in the moment, you want the chip.
Yeah.
But long term, I mean, they're still not talking about Love the way they're talking about Zilic as a talent in the sport. I mean, his 10-win season is like almost prolific.
And it obviously brings up the discussion of the whole points system and how it works out.
You can only have it so many times. It's like, what more can we say about it at this point?
I think to answer your question, Diego, the look on Zilic's face when he climbed out of the car tells you what he was looking for.
Well, you know, Mike Christopher said last week, you know, listen, I don't know what it's like to win a championship. but I sure the hell do love winning all my races.
Yeah, right.
Right, and that's what. And
Rocco's the same way.
Rocco's the same way. You know, every time they go out, they're not mingling in 12th.
No.
You know, they're not mingling in 12th. I don't care what's going on.
Yeah.
Right, they're always racing for wins. But I wanted to quickly go back to the truck race real quick because my buddy Little D came down. He works for Tricon, so he's Bredinger's crew chief. But I picked him up from the airport, and we get talking about racing and the championship. And he says, you know, I said, you guys are really lucky that the 34 truck was knocked out the week before.
Riggs was fast that
because
week.
Riggs
Yeah.
is really good.
Yeah.
Like Riggs will give Heim a run for his money.
Yeah, he would.
And he says, Diego, you know what the thing is that the drivers' championship is great, right? I mean, that's for the drivers. The money is in the owners' points.
Yep.
And if the caution don't come out and the 34 wins, front row wins all
owners'
the money.
championship.
That's what we were talking about.
That's where the
Right.
money's at.
Right, when we were talking about Bonsignor, right?
Oh,
Losing this
spoiler
last year.
alert. Spoiler alert. We're going to talk about Bonsignor in a moment.
Right, but I mean, what I was saying,
Yeah.
the owners' championship is what pays. Like
That's what pays the
where
money.
the team priority and all the effort and strategizing really goes to.
Right.
And the drivers, it's all the glitz and glamour, but the money comes from the owners.
Right, for sure.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
Nah,
prematurely
I'm
bring
just
him up.
busting your chops.
Yeah.
Do want to say, though, Love does not deserve any hate because
Not at all.
he won the championship.
no way.
He played the game.
And
he
he's
won the
good.
game.
Right.
He is good.
And he's good.
Do you
He
know
won
what?
it fair
Do you
and
know what his
square.
official first name is?
Who's that?
Jesse Love. Jess Hill.
Jess Hill.
Yeah, one word.
Jess Hill.
Did you,
Yeah,
How's it spelled?
Jess Hill, but one word.
That's funny because
That's
his teammate is Austin Hill.
did
Jess
you
Hill,
guys,
Michael Gregory Love Jr.
Did you see his interview? Did you guys watch his
I
interview?
did not.
No.
So prior to him, when he was leading at the end, his I don't know if you guys seen, but his father wouldn't even watch.
No, he wouldn't.
Like he had his hands in his face, and he just couldn't watch. And then when Jesse got out, the first thing he did was, he just hugged his father. Like it was such a joyous moment.
Yeah.
And because, I know his father has probably given up the farm for his kid to be where he's at. And it finally all came to fruition at that one moment. And Jesse got out and he just hugged his dad. It seemed like for an eternity. And it almost gives you the goosebumps that all that hard work has finally paid off in his father. Because, let's face it, down south right now, these kids that are racing, their families are like Logano's family. They're selling the trash business. They're doing this.
Yep.
They're
A lot of sacrifices.
of sacrifices to get there.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see one of those moments finally pay off in a national spotlight.
Right.
Now we go to the Owners' Championship battle in the Xfinity Series, where the 19 Joe Gibbs Racing team claimed that title after Eric Almirola finished second in the race. So that's a double oof for Junior Motorsports and Zillage. Didn't win the Drivers' Championship or the Owners' Championship. But among the drivers that piloted the 19 car was Justin Bonsignor, who made 7 starts for them, making him a part of the Owners' Championship winning team.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
I
thought he
really
did
did
better in
trample
the
that talking
18.
point. Damn.
Yeah.
He's been running
with you.
better in the 18. He ran the 19 all year, right?
Yeah.
He gets in the 18, he's a top 10 car instantly.
Right.
Is that too confusing? That
The Owners'
there's two
champion?
different champions?
It's only confusing in the sense that they never cover it. Like
Right.
if you wouldn't know it was even going on if you weren't in the nitty gritty.
But really, like the one we were saying is more important is the Owners' Championship, right?
And nobody
The one
talks
that
about it.
wins
Yeah.
it. And
Right.
I don't know, that's such a people have brought it up to us before of having an Owners and a Drivers' Championship. I feel like even at our level, that's
It's
too
too
much.
convoluted.
It's way
At
too
the local
Did
level,
they ever
yeah.
have it at Stafford? No.
I can't say.
Yeah,
Yes,
at the
no, I'm not sure
Speedbowl
about
they
a long
did
time
it.
ago.
I think they got rid of the separate points. Actually, I think when in the 80s.
My family ran it for
But
the year.
yeah, I think that's
Maybe.
that's kind of
the
when
year
it
they did
stopped.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was separate point standings at one
Yeah,
point.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's. I mean, I get it at the top tier level. Even when
The Modified
Indy-
Tour has it.
IndyCar has the engine manufacturer.
Yes.
And there's 2. It's
Yeah.
like, why
Right.
even do that? Like, why complicate things?
Yeah,
Make it
right.
simple. Keep
Right.
it simple.
I mean, would you guys like if they did it? I mean, again, I hate to talk Formula One, but they do a decent job of covering both the drivers and the constructors, as they call it.
Yeah.
I just don't know, would it like overstuff the broadcast?
It'd be too much. Like at our short track level, it's just
Oh,
too
definitely.
much.
But even
we-
on like the Xfinity or
If-
truck level.
I feel like at the top tier level, if they described it more and make it more
Yeah.
Like you're
I kind of
involved
agree.
more.
Right.
Like did they even show that on the?
I don't
podcast?
They
know.
literally
They did,
never
no.
talk about it.
I didn't even know about it until a photo got posted. I'm like, oh, look, it did happen.
Could you imagine in modifieds like there was a chassis builder championship battle,
right.
like Troyer versus Chassis Pro versus
That'd be kind of fun, though.
The only thing I
Spapco.
could think of is like Bo Norman in the Streeters at the Bowl. I mean, as a car owner,
Oh yeah.
you can
Had so many different drivers winning for him.
exactly.
Tommy Baldwin in the modified.
But that's
tour.
very
Yeah.
rare that somebody is
That is rare that happens.
Right.
Bo Norman's one of the few.
Yeah.
well. And I think back in the day, like in the 70s, when the craftsmanship of the car was a bigger thing, and the drivers, they kind of would bounce around a little bit. And if there was nobody in there to pilot, like the guy that built that car to bring it to the track was not going to not have it be driven. And it was just a little bit different. I'm not saying that there's not pride. The car owners don't have pride or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but it was a little bit different of a game where it was.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure. And I think that's half the reason why it doesn't happen in Xfinity and Truck is because, at the Cup level, there really are no championship level cars that don't really have a full-time driver assigned to them, unless in the case of injury or some other circumstance. And I think that kind of just trickles down to the Xfinity and Truck levels in their approach of it.
We almost saw it at Stafford a couple of years back. I think it was last year. Rob Russell in the Leighton models. He was going to put Glenn Reen, Keith Rocco, Jeff Rocco, and a few others in that 31, but it didn't pan out.
I think the MRS had a situation a while back when Gary Casella was the car owner champion, but Woody won the drivers' championship, and he drove for multiple cars, something like that. It happens, but it's rare.
Now, you mentioned Justin ran good in the 18. He ended off the season with back-to-back top 10s, finishing 10th in the Joe Gibbs number 18, again in place of William Sawalich, who's out with concussion-like symptoms. Patrick Emmerling also competed, finishing 35th. But good for Justin to end off the year with a couple top 10s because it's been a tough season in his limited appearances.
Oh, no doubt.
It's interesting, though, that he immediately clicks with the 18. I mean, again, that's something you just don't know. I mean, maybe it's the team. He just blends with them better. Like, I don't know. It's just odd.
Well, it's crew chiefs and all. The
there's a lot of variables.
communication.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just a vibe could be different.
Right.
You know what the other thing that's probably different for him, and I'm just speaking just because I could do that, but it's the pressure is gone, right? Because now he's just filling in for Connor.
He's
and
not driving the 19 where
Right.
Eric has been winning
Eric's
races.
running good. Now he shows up. He's like, damn it, man, I finished 15th again, right? Or the pressure's on him to do what Eric does.
Yeah.
Right.
When he shows up for the 18, he's filling in, and he races way more relaxed.
Right.
And I thought a couple times, he had top 5 runs going.
He did.
Yeah.
And it was like he didn't have a good short run car or something, and I think my brother had mentioned last week they kept picking the inside lane
At Martinsville,
at Martinsville, and finally he came over the radio and said, listen, I got to go to the top now.
Right.
Because I'm sick of losing spots, and that's things that if he ran full time all the time, that stuff, because when they start doing the choose cone, there's things to that. They're counting cars.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. All right, inside. And
Right.
when I'm with Brody down south, and my brother, you can hear him on the radio. After 5, you're inside, or this and that. There's a whole formula to the cone racing. Yes.
We'll talk about that later.
Yep. A little bit.
Now let's go to Sunday in the Cup Series, where in a green-white checker finish, Ryan Blaney scored one of the most forgotten wins in NASCAR history after passing Brad Keselowski on the final lap in the final corner to take the victory. The main story, Kyle Larson took advantage of a 2-tire stop ahead of the 2-lap sprint to finish 3rd, which was enough to get a 2nd Cup championship. Denny Hamlin led over 200 of the race's 319 laps, but finished 3 spots behind Larson after taking 4 tires on the final pit stop compared to Larson's 2. Hamlin, a 60-time Cup winner, comes up short of his first championship again in what was his 20th full-time season.
All right, so real quick, let's go down to the old Serve Pro chalkboard
Oh,
chatter.
this is
by
a
the
good
way.
one this week.
The
This is
last
good.
week for the Serve Pro, at least for this year,
Yep.
for the chalkboard chatter. But, we were talking about this before we went live. Just wondering who was rooting for Denny, because, Diego, I think you said you were kind of rooting for him.
Listen, I love to listen to his antics.
I did
When
too.
he gets out and wins and they're all booing, he
Right.
loves it.
Right.
And I'm starting to become a fan of him. I mean, I was rooting for him Sunday. I wanted him to win.
Right. I mean, my younger self would hate me for this, but I mean, listen, huge Joey guy, right? Obviously,
Right.
Joey and Denny, They're destined rivals, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, he's become such a positive, forward-facing figure in the sport. And again, it kind of seems like he has like this standing up to the man role right now.
Right.
I was rooting for him. Out of those 4 guys, I was like, is it bad as a 22 fan?
Right.
I
Now,
want
you say-
Denny to win it.
Positive forward face. He's the guy that's suing NASCAR, isn't it? Isn't he
I
part of
just
that?
think he's a great. I mean, people love to listen to him. He gives a lot of insight to the
He's
sport.
been good for the
I
sport,
think he
though,
is overall good for the
lately
sport.
because they love to hate him.
I think Loki, everyone wants to root for him.
Right.
Right.
But they don't want to say.
Oh, I
they're
like
rooting
the.
for
I'm
him.
rooting for Denny. Right.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
coming right out, man. I wanted him to win that.
Same.
I really did, and it's
Right.
too bad he didn't.
I've never felt that bad for a driver because of what happened during a race like Denny on Sunday.
Who's to
Because-
blame?
It's so crazy though. It's polar opposites from Saturday's race. Zilich, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Right.
Hamlin, really, Larson should have won the championship.
Right,
Right.
yeah,
He,
right.
he won
Yeah.
the most, did
Right.
the best.
But
every week.
Denny literally drove a perfect race and got nothing as a reward
Right.
because the pit stop, that wasn't his choice to take 4
Right.
tires. And that's a debate that you could have for hours. But
Yes.
I
It
mean,
was
Denny
the same
drove.
situation as a truck race.
Yeah, except different results.
Same
Right.
exact situation. Everybody took 2.
Yeah.
The 11 and Denny took 4.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Sadly,
out for
the
Denny.
11 Cup car was not as much better than the field as the 11 truck
Yes.
has been all year. I mean, yes, it's a good car, but the 11 is
That's
like
what I was
stomping
saying.
the field.
It was
out.
the same exact
Right.
situation.
Exact same.
Down
Yeah.
green, white checkers, same exact thing.
It just sucks because even Larson kind of feels bad for winning the championship. It's like, it
Right.
should not feel
Yeah, you
that
shouldn't
way.
feel bad for winning a
The
championship.
fan reaction after the fact, we've said it a million times. You know, you got to look at how it's decided when even the deserving guy winning the title still is kind of like, something feels wrong here.
Because Denny
Like, it's
was the
not
cl-
ceremonious.
Denny was the class of the field.
He was?
Undoubtedly. And Larson was average at best.
Who won the race?
Exactly.
Who cares,
Remy knows.
apparently?
I guarantee you,
Remy, who
Remy
won
can
it?
tell you.
Blaney.
I mean, dude, they completely ignored that.
Right.
Last lap
interview.
pass, last corner
Last corner.
pass.
Did they even show the finish?
They did, but they were like they showed him crossing the line, but didn't make a peep about it.
Right.
I watched multiple replays. I'm like, wait, did Kozlowski win? Like,
Right.
A lot of people thought he
Right.
did.
Right.
A lot of people thought he did, and I don't even think they interviewed Blaney on the TV broadcast.
They did not.
The winner of the race.
No, for a while they didn't have that problem because it was always that the championship 4 guys would win the race. But the last few years, it hasn't happened. The presentation of it all gets real messy.
But-
once like Chastain, I think, won it last
couple
year,
years
right?
ago,
or the year
yeah.
before.
But at least they interviewed Chastain
Right.
that year. But in the years past with the chase, the driver that won the championship didn't win the race. They finished 15th because they were being conservative. But they interviewed the race winner still. I was baffled that they
I
did
know.
not even mention Blaney until at least 5 minutes after the race was over.
Especially after the finish itself. Like, it's not like he just walked away with it.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah, it
last
was a
corner
great
pass.
finish.
Keselowski blew that. He
but
he drove it in.
didn't pit.
No, I know, but he drove it in so hard that
Yeah,
he just
didn't get
completely missed the
tires, and
corner.
He was
It was a good call, though.
looking to end the year on a high note.
Right.
I like that whole team. So
Yeah. Yeah. Good for Blaney, but sucks that he was completely thrown to the burners compared to Larson win the championship. And Larson deserved the title. Let's not forget that. Like, Larson had a consistent year.
yeah.
It's just a shame it got overshadowed because how good Hamlin was on that day.
Remember when he got shit cabbed by when he was in the 42?
Yeah,
and
by
all-
Ganassi, yeah.
Yeah, they just like he always was really good in that car.
Right.
Like he would be bouncing off the fence and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
he'd overdrive it
Oh, he'd
because
be
the
like-
equipment wasn't there.
right. He'd be like all out all the time. And then he
Right.
finally got in trouble and they ousted him. And
Yeah.
man, he came back with vengeance with Hendricks. Man.
he won the
is-
next year.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, everyone knew what he could do in a car. He just needed to have the car to do it.
All right, let's move on. I'm getting bored with this national.
Oh, you
crap.
like NASCAR?
Well,
likes
you'll,
this
you'll
guy.
like this one, Sid, because this has a local flavor to it.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
We talked about Brad Keselowski staying out during the race. Ryan Preece did the same thing
yeah,
in
he
that
did.
race. And because he didn't pit under the final caution, Preece ended up 9th, ending the year with 4 top 10s in the final 5 races, setting new career highs for the year, 3 top 5s, 14 top 10s, and he finished 34 of the 36 races this season.
Oh, he's winning next year, dude.
I like that.
Come on.
Dude, if
That was
they,
good
if,
to see.
It was if they could just tighten up the pit road a
Tiny
little bit.
Tiny bit.
Yep, just tighten it up. But everybody can. You know, it's just the way it is. Everybody's got something to work on. when everybody has their little things like you at the track, this is what we're going to work on next year. But those guys have almost got all the pieces together there.
I think Priest said in the Facebook post, like the vision is clear for 26 or something like that.
Yeah.
So
How could you not be? Oh my God.
The foundation is set.
Like
I don't know
him,
exactly what he said.
Gio, there's guys, Justin running in the top 10 in the Xfinity,
Joey Logano.
but I'm
I forgot he's from Connecticut.
I start thinking about guys that run Stafford, that run local, and so
yeah.
I mean, other than them all being local, and I'm rooting for them, but those three guys, I feel is three completely different scenarios. I mean, Gio is a rising star, like these other guys we've been talking about that could make the big time at a young age. Ryan is this outlier story where he's making it in his mid-30s, which is almost unheard of these days.
Yeah.
Right.
And Justin, I think, is just taking whatever opportunity comes with no realistic expectation that he's going to race on Sundays permanently.
Right.
That's not where his life is.
Right.
But the fact that, we all know him, they're from this area, and we're rooting for him definitely is.
And all running, I mean, pretty much
Yeah.
in the top 10 at every
Yeah, for
division
sure.
they're in.
Yep, for sure.
Now we go to the New England Auto Racers induction ceremony for their 2025 Hall of Fame class. That includes Tony Hirschman Jr., 5-time NASCAR Modified Tour champion, Phil Scott, the governor of Vermont, 3 championships and 3 Milk Bowl wins at Thunder Road, and the 2002 ACT championship, Brother Eastman, 9-time Bear Ridge Speedway champion, S.J. Avanson, Grand American and Modified champion at Riverside Park, Gomer Taylor, 2-time Modified champion, Seekonk and Waterford, Barry Cannell, legendary crew chief, 5 Riverside Park titles, 4 NASCAR Modified Tour titles, Dick Brooks, car owner and race official and relative of our own Sid, Bones Borsier, columnist and author. Yeah, no, not the TV show. Author, like the book. And then we have Bruce Cohen, radio host, print columnist, and co-creator of the Spring Sizzler. They were all inducted into the Hall of Fame class. And there are a lot of awards being handed out too. The Ron Bouchard Memorial Award for positive impact towards the growth of auto racing. It went to Dr. Dick Berggren. The Charlie Mitchell Jack Rada Award for outstanding media coverage of New England auto racing went to longtime columnist Phil Smith. And then you have the Frank Morata Award for outstanding contributions to auto racing in New England. It went to Paul Belfway. Hopefully I said that right, boss. And then the award for outstanding woman in racing went to Paula Flemke Bouchard and Joanne Garbarino. Oof.
So there was a lot going on. I went there. I've done the video work for them for the last few years, and it's always a good time. This was the first time when I was really, obviously it was special for us. Like I said, my whole family was there, but Bones is like a mentor to me. There's the fact that he actually took my work serious made me feel like maybe I was doing something right, that he agreed to do interviews with me multiple times. He's just an amazing storyteller. And Barry Cannell is somebody who I got to know through the Stefanik doc, and Gomer is somebody that I got to know through the Fred DeSaro doc. All 4 of those guys I interviewed. So that was special. I've also been a big fan of Tony Hirschman getting recognized, and I think that he was it took a little while for him to, just because he lives in Pennsylvania, but a lot of his accomplishments were in New England. So it was a good day. It was a long day, and I hope we can kind of figure out a way to shorten up the event. Unfortunately, that was kind of what everybody was talking about at the end of the night, was that how long it was. But Diego, first of all, let's just show this. That is your class there in the back row. That is Phil Scott, Brother Eastman, Barry Cannell, and S.J. Avanson. And then on the bottom row, that's Tony Hirschman, Bones, Bruce Cohen, my man Brooksy, and Gomer Taylor. So those were your 9 inductees. But Diego, the length of the show gave us a reason to revise one of our favorite segments. So the Hirschmans, they're a quiet bunch, Mm-hmm. We get to the end of the night. Tony, I think, was the second to last person to get inducted. And who would have thunk that he would be the one to give us a little bit of a chuckle, but he had some commentary on the length of the evening. Let's just go to the videotape, shall we?
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. I see the sun's going down out there, and I'll speed this program up a little bit. Just thank everybody. I was just wondering, do they serve dinner here tonight or not? All right, thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah,
What
he
a
was-
completely straight face, too. What a baller.
It was funny.
My
Dude,
God.
that dude was nasty.
Really good. Yeah.
Oh, was he good?
So, every year there is, it's nice to see some people from, the current day. A couple years back, Meg Fuller was there. Last year, Dale Shaw went in. So DJ and Gabe Brown were there. This year, Tony went in. So, you saw Matt there. And so it's good when you see, people from the current days doing things. My man Fran Lawler was there as the photog.
Oh, yeah.
And so he was hanging out with us. So it was a good time. It was a good day. And then we've got to get back after it and get some more people in for next year. So back over to you there, Bonssa.
All right. Now we go to NASCAR regional news, where they released the final point standings and winnings for the Modified Tour Connecticut Challenge, which was created to bring new team owners to Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park to compete in the Modified Tour. Matt Swanson won the challenge by 42 points over Teddy Hodgson, pocketing over $8,000. Hodgson's second place finish won him nearly $6,000, while Max Zackham placed third with over $3,000 in winnings.
So I know that we went over that, Swanson winning the championship, but when I saw this posted, maybe I lost sight of this, but that's some pretty good change, huh?
Oh, yeah.
$8,000, almost $6,000 for Teddy, almost $3,500 for Max. Pretty good, man. So good promotion, but I mean, as we talked about, I don't know how they're going to repeat that.
Right.
But we'll see what they come up with next year.
In other regional news, NASCAR announced their regional champions for 2025 in Divisions 2, 3, 4, and 5. Seekonk, you can be proud of this one because in Division 3, sportsman driver Colby Lambert claimed the Northeast Regional Championship, while sport truck track champion Jake Veneta earned the Northeast Regional Division 4 Championship, giving Seekonk Speedway 2 regional championships in 2025.
They even threw down Jacob Veneta. That's official.
Very official,
I don't think
right?
I've ever seen him
Right.
referred to as that. Yeah, interesting. Good for those guys, man.
And then we go to the National Short Track Promotions Group. Now, if you forgot back in January, Joe Lewandowski led this promotion, announcing a national point fund program for the SK Light /602 Crate Modified Division this season, a fund that totaled over $20,000. With Nick Hovey's plethora of success across all three Connecticut racetracks, he got the championship, winning $1,500 as a result. Robert Bloxon III finished second, 35 points behind Hovey, followed by Kevin Davis, Megan Fuller, and AJ DeSantis to round out the top 5.
That's your boy.
Yo, he's buying lunch.
I was just going to say, what's he
He's
going to get
buying
you?
lunch,
All
bro.
right. Yeah.
He's getting 20 chicken nuggets tomorrow.
Oh, you got to get more than that.
No, that's what we do. 20 chicken nuggets.
Dude, that's nearly enough. I put that away in like 5 minutes, bro.
No.
Okay, I guess that's not a lot then. I thought that was a lot.
Listen, Nikki is a chicken nugget guy through and through. I don't care if
you
it's
have,
at a.
You have no idea how amazing it is you're talking about chicken nuggets. We'll get back to that.
Wow. All right, I'm scared now. What
Yeah.
the hell are we
I'm
talking
scared
about? What's up? All right, let's move on, I
We're going to
guess.
find out later.
Yeah.
Now we go to a couple tidbits from Stafford Speedway. On Thursday, Stafford revealed the Full Throttle Club initiative for 2026, designed to reward racers who compete at the Connecticut Half Mile full-time next year.
Ooh, I like that.
Any team that competes in every event through August 14, 2026 will be rewarded complimentary tires for the following 3 completed events after August 14th. David, do you want to explain more about how this initiative works?
Yeah, this is we've been working on this for a while. So a lot of these ideas are bounced around in the office. I mean, Bonza, Rob,
Yep.
we just shoot ideas out, and like a lot of them get shot down. This one got shot down 2 years ago. And then we were at a place with other events we've had and a successful year where we could do unique opportunities like this. And we figured out this program, and we know the racers are the most important to us. Like that, without the racers, we don't have a product. And then without the product, we don't have the fans in the stands. So we came up with this unique idea where we're rewarding those that support us for the whole year. And we did it at the end of the year. We gave everyone 1 tire and the SKs 2. and it was well received by everyone. Which
Yes,
Everybody
very
was
much.
talking
No,
about
like
it.
it blew us out.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
testing at the Speedbowl. I was saying about, hey, you see this? Do you see what they're doing over there
Yeah.
now? Like you think they've done it all? They haven't.
That's
Yeah.
what, like, I think my dad looks at me and my brother funny sometimes.
Sometimes.
we'll walk up,
Right.
like we'll talk. Me and Paul will talk like, "Oh, we got this idea," and then it's like we can't tell Dad that. Like, well, maybe if we just like play it off right, he'll hear it out. And we told him this. And he's like, "Why would you do that?" And we're like, "Well, I mean, it would be awesome." And he's like, "Well, yeah, it would be awesome." And the biggest thing to us is like we know as like we're both racers. Me and my brother, we race every week. I partake in building the cars and maintaining them a lot more than my brother does. So I know when you show up to the track, what's the biggest thing you worry about when you roll into the gate? And that's pay the fuel bill and pay the tires. Like that's what you care about. And my biggest idea is imagine showing up to a track and just not having to pay. Like not having to pay for tires, not having to pay for fuel, just going out there, putting on a show. You're going to have a blast doing it. And then you're going to leave and it's just like, whoa, I just did that. I just had a blast, had fun, put on a show, and I didn't have to pay for a tire. Like, that's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Thinking of that in the past, like, that would be, oh man.
Dude, so outside of the box.
Yeah. So this Full Throttle Club we're hoping to expand this down the road. Like, this isn't just going to be a one-time deal. We're starting out with a bang for sure.
Yeah.
And to give tires away for 3 weeks is, I'm sweating sitting here a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
So I got a question for you.
yeah.
What made you pick these 3 dates? It's not at the very end of the year, right?
No, it's not the end of the year. So we've seen different over the year people come and go. And by August is generally when we go on this 16 race stretch. There's no rain out. I'm gonna jinx ourselves now. And people get heated. Like it could just take like one small thing and people, I'm not coming back. Like, well we can't do it. Like we can't do anything about that. And we've dealt with a lot of individuals for sure. And we thought this opportunity to push these 3 weeks is when the car counts tend to dwindle.
Yeah.
But if we push this opportunity to give away tires,
Then you got
why
a chance
aren't
to
they
keep them
coming
there.
back? Like,
Yeah.
you can't say, oh, I can't afford the tires or I can't
Right.
buy the
Right.
tires. Like, okay, well, we're trying to help out and we want to make it where people come back every week. And these 3 weeks bring us to September, which then at that point there's 3 races left. So we're hopefully you could get through the rest of the year. We saved your wallet a little bit these 3 weeks, which is quite a bit. I mean, Diego, you know how much tires
tires
are
are-
now.
No, it's
tires are
truly, it's
expensive.
remarkable.
The
Yeah.
crazy thing is just like the
God.
SK, how many tires we're giving them. It's like, we want to get to this point of my brother and I's ideas where we have our group, we have our guys. And these are the 25 guys you're going to see in this division every Friday.
Yeah.
Because the gates are opening every Friday.
Yep.
But now you got to know how many and who is going to be on track every Friday. And it'd be so awesome to have this group be able to do unique things like this, tires, and grow this down the road to maybe it's something bigger. Maybe it's not just all about money, which is crazy to say. I know some people, I mean, like Christopher last week, they love the big paychecks. But people don't race for money. They'll race for that trophy at the end of the night.
Oh, no doubt.
Like, when you get a trophy, you're not looking for what the check says on
Right.
it.
I
You're
know
like, where's
sometimes-
that trophy? Like,
I forget how much was that to pay to win. I didn't even care.
Yeah. Right.
I've been to multiple. I drove all the way up to Oxford Plains to race my tour mount. I didn't look at what it paid to win, for 10th, for 20th.
Right.
I was like, I want to go race that track. It looks awesome. And we just feel as though, yes, we could increase our purses and put the money better there, but we could also just pay for someone's tire for 3 weeks. It's the equivalent.
Right.
And now it's just, you're not actually taking any money out of your pocket. If we pay you more every week, you still have to take that $180 out of your pocket the next week, which then it's like, oh, you're still
different.
not
Right.
paying me more.
yeah.
It's like,
Right.
so it's something very unique. It was awesome to do. It took a lot of convincing to do it. And we're looking forward to it. And we hope it's well received by the competitors. And hopefully it convinces some people to maybe come to the Speedway, come to Stafford, and run the year with us. Maybe we'll grab a couple new competitors and we'll see where it takes us.
Yeah. I mean, I love it, man. It's just so, like you were saying, like outside the box. It's an original idea.
Dude, when I
Yeah.
first heard it, I mean, like literally, we were in the trailer where we've been racing
Yeah.
a long time. I mean, what I wouldn't do, honestly, to show up and have my tires pretty much paid for.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I don't care if it's 1 week.
Yeah.
It goes a long
Just
way.
imagine walking up to the
Right.
tire trailer
It
and
goes
it's
a
like,
long
oh,
way.
we're actually not
I mean,
accepting money this week. They're
Well,
all
Yeah.
free. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, that's great.
it just, you know what it does? It just goes to show that you guys just don't talk the talk.
No.
You know, you put up and you're doing what you say. Like you're worried about. You know, I told you last year I sat in line, I think, with Gary Patnode, and when we first came there, I don't know any of these guys, and they're all happy. Everybody got their little chair or tire in the line. It's like real weird and funny, but I'm like, I'll sit here with my rims then, and like everybody else. But I get to talk to these guys, and they just absolutely love coming there every week because they feel appreciated, which is far more than the money, right?
Hey, I just want this came up in the chat, so I just want to
Yep.
have David clarify this. So they're saying that it's the team, not the driver.
Well, we haven't put out like the exact what the clarifications are yet, but we're looking at making it where it's the driver, and then if it's someone like a rental ride, if it comes every single week, we'll most likely be giving them the tires as well.
Okay.
So it can promote like Keith doing a rental instead of it just showing up 4 times. Maybe he gets the first 12 races, and then those next 3 weeks he could get the tires. So we're debating, we're still discussing which one it will be with and the exact clarification.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like,
that,
if
but-
somebody
Especially
had
for
it-
the inventory too.
If
Yeah.
somebody had an injury like your brother, but the car kept showing up after with a different driver,
Yes.
then that's definitely something you
Yeah,
would
so that's what
consider.
we're still very much considering it. So we
Yep.
put it out there so people could see it, because like we always talk about, people are making their decision now on 2026. And we want to be able to do it for the owners as well. If someone needs it, like we said, for Paul, if it was 2 weeks before this started and we put someone in for 2 more weeks, and there's 3 weeks we could put anyone in it and they can take the tire. So there's potential it's going to be for both. And we'll go from there.
Awesome, man. I mean, you know, it's
That's crazy.
I almost find it kind of made me chuckle that you said that you hope it gets a good response. Like, I don't see how it doesn't. You know, it's really going to be. I mean, just
Well, you know, my dad has a saying. I always get it wrong. He's watching, so I'll probably get yelled at tomorrow. But if we gave everyone $50 when they came in the gate, they'll complain it wasn't 100.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's that same
Oh, no
philosophy.
doubt. Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, why do the SKs get 3 and street stocks get 1?
Yeah.
Well, that's what the tire
tell-
system is.
Well, just tell them because you run SKs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll
I
go
don't
over
know
well.
if that's gonna really simmer the
I
water.
was joking. I was
That's,
joking.
that's why you don't run a racetrack, Diego.
Diego, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just joking. It's a great thing, man. Listen, regardless, whatever I say, you guys are crushing it with that deal, man. That's
appreciate it.
unbelievable.
Maybe you'll come for the full year.
Listen,
See?
if we keep the wheels on it, we just keep
all you gotta do.
moving.
What are you fucking stupid?
Stop with that stupid part.
sorry.
We know the answer to that question. Anyways,
What?
you know what I said. In additional news to Stafford Speedway today, they announced the first ever Formula Drift Championship event, and it'll be scheduled for June 18th, 19th, and 20th, 3-day event. It'll be the 4th event of the 8-event schedule for the Formula Drift Championship. That's a big one. How did that come together?
Yeah, do tell.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? I mean, these past couple of years, we've just been able to host massive events at the Speedway. And I think they reached out to us. They just saw that we're capable of hosting these big events like SRX back to back without even knowing it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
back-to-back weeks.
So
Yep.
we were able to flip the property and do it that fast, right? We could host these big events, host thousands of people. Our infrastructure could hold it. We have the internet capability. We have the bathroom capability, the food. Like, there's no problems. And it just, I don't even know how this came to be. Like, they really just called us. And they're like,
Okay.
oh, would you be interested? We're like, yeah, like, it's an international company.
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
Like,
Yeah.
this is huge. And I
Right.
know it's very different from our oval racing, and it's gonna hold a big, like, we're taking a Friday off, so it kind of hurts our schedule.
Yep.
But in the same time, I go back to these type of events is what makes that full throttle club possible.
Right.
Right. With this type of event, I mean, this could be, if it goes well, this could be a long lasting event. They could be coming back year after year after year. and it could just keep helping us improving the oval racing. Like, we are oval track racers at heart. Like, there's nothing we're ever going to do besides that. Like, we'll always be racing oval tracks. We'll always be racing SK modifieds. Like, that's what you're going to see every time on Friday. And having these big events is like, it's just huge for us to make improvements to the facility and the Formula Drift, first time in New England.
How excited is Paul about this?
Oh, you know what?
He's on here. He's like, I've been chasing these guys.
Yeah,
for
Paul
10
just called you
years."
out a little bit there, David. I don't know. He left out a little detail there.
No, I think I'm more excited. Like,
Yeah.
Earlier this year, like, because I have my YouTube channel, I told Paul, I'm like, Paul, I think like drifting's coming back. Like, it's getting bigger. And
It is popular.
and
Yeah.
There's an
like-
aesthetic around it
and
that's
he's
hard
like,
to replicate.
I don't know. Like, this was before we were discussing anything about Formula Drift. And then they called him because he's the contact person. We talked that before. And he's like, you're not going to believe this. I'm like, I believe it. Like, I told you, like, you think I'm crazy. But like this, I see this, like, it's taking off, and Formula Drift is massive, and to be on their schedule, it's going to be huge. I'm hoping our weekly crowd supports it and comes out as well. That
Listen,
would be
man,
awesome.
trading a Friday night for 3 weeks of tires, I think that's a pretty good trade.
That's what it's tough to sell to the older demographic crowd.
As
younger
we've,
crowd
as we've
knows,
seen on the
though.
Facebook comments.
Yeah, so
But Brody and them, they love it.
Yeah, but
That's-
the older people on Facebook, a couple complained about how it's a Friday loss and whatnot. So I'm glad that you're bringing it up
it's
because
tough
it is a
to-
topic.
It's tough to get that. I mean, even with my dad and my mom, telling him, hey, Dad, we're going to take a Friday off. And he's like, no, we're not. Like years ago, before COVID even, right? It was Fridays we race. Every Friday we race. There's no other option. But we take the Cletus event off. We take this one off now. And racers have always been asking for weeks off. Like,
Right.
And we're
That
always
is
like,
true.
no, we don't want to do a week off because what if we rain the week before or the week after, we lose a whole month and people just lose interest. But now we're able to do these events, and it just helps us grow the facility, keep improving, and just being better.
Now, is this something that is would be part of the flow package, or is it a different setup if you...
So this is all through Formula Drift.
They have their own.
They have their own platform. I actually believe it's broadcasted free on
It
YouTube.
is, yes.
Their concept isn't one specific stream. It is just everything. So they'll be on YouTube, Facebook,
They just blast
Instagram.
them out everywhere.
I think there's a TV.
There's a
They're on a
TV
TV channel,
channel.
Racer TV or something like
Yeah,
that.
they blast it to everything because that's
Wow.
their vision is the more out there, the more people are
Right.
eyes
Right,
on it.
right.
And it's going to bring a completely different clientele to Stafford, which is really cool. And
Right.
every time we do these events, the Tour of Destruction events, right? That was the first time we did one last year, and that was well received by that group.
Yeah.
Same thing. That income helps us improve the property. But those events, it's like, it brings new
Cletus.
eyes.
Yeah.
I put my
And you're
race
packing
car,
the place with that
yeah,
event,
we
right?
pack
Yeah.
sold out,
Yeah,
sell
that's-
out every time. I put my
You
race
can't
car
pass
on
that up,
display, and if a couple hundred people see it, and I put a sign out that says,
Right.
"Hey, we race these Friday. These are
Right.
literally
Right.
airplanes, pretty much. It's insane. You got to see them.
Yep.
If 5 people come out, 10 people come out,
Right.
it's awesome.
Right.
They-
There's always that discussion about
Yeah.
how you rope the younger people in. I mean, if you get something, again, like you said, this is a demographic that skews younger. You just hope to net even a small fraction of
That's
that.
it.
Like, that's a huge deal because those crowds
Yeah.
are massive.
Can I ask this question? I'm not putting you on the spot, but
Put
the
him on the
first
spot. Put him
Cletus
on the
event,
spot.
hot seat.
the first Cletus event, we had the street stocks there for that day,
Yep.
for the first day. Now, it's obviously a balancing act in terms of trying to incorporate the weekly stuff into the non-weekly racing stuff.
All right,
Is that
Sid.
fan work?
So for an event like, I mean, Tour of Destruction is a whole different deal, and I mean, that is a destructive event. But for like a Cletus or for like SRX when we had it, or in this case, Formula Drift, how do you feel about incorporating a weekly division into the show so people can see a snippet of Friday nights
Yeah.
firsthand?
So we did that the first year of SRX, if you
Yes.
recall that, with the
All-Star
Invitational,
race.
the All-Star race, and that was cool. Then we turned into a points race.
Yep.
So we did it the first year with Cletus,
Yes.
and we did it with the street stocks, and we were hoping all of our street stock guys would come out. They'd have the chance to, probably the only time in their lives, to race in front of a sold-out crowd, this many people,
Yeah.
and
They didn't show up.
they didn't show.
Yeah.
No.
Like it
was disappointing.
We're
It was.
handing them this. We're handing a division a silver platter to race in front of thousands and thousands of eyes, and possibly even some influencers on YouTube. Maybe they'll record it. Who knows what? And like they didn't show, and it just like to us that hurts.
Right.
Yeah.
Like after everything we put in, we're giving you this amazing opportunity, and they don't show. And your brother came.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think he was one of the only ones that came, like outsider that came.
Yeah.
At the time, outsider. And I made sure I went up to him and I was like, thank you for supporting us with this. Like
Yeah.
this is, I just didn't think, it was the same thing with SRX the first year with the
The
All-Star
All-Star
race.
race.
Our points guys didn't want to wreck their cars.
Yeah,
and
they ran the back.
so they ran in the back. It's like, this is a prime opportunity as our competitors to showcase our product,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get in front of these thousands of people that have never seen it, to potentially come back next week. Like you could gain thousands and thousands of fans. And it is, that's why we didn't do the street stocks the next year. Cause
Yeah.
the Cletus group, they paid, I think it was $1,500 to win that street stock race.
They paid.
It was a big payout.
Yeah, it was.
And it still they didn't come and they didn't put on
Right.
the show. And why, unfortunately, like this is where it comes into the promoter side. Like, why should we put in this effort to get this
Right.
massive event to put you guys on this pedestal to then just flop
Yeah.
and not showcase what we got?
Because
Like,
I know when Hyder won that event last year, like Jake Wilson, the announcer for Cletus, like, can you say those words? And he goes, hell yeah, brother. And the crowd went insane. Travis Hyder is one of the most mellow people in the
Yeah.
pits, and he got that ovation. It was sick. And even SRX, Travis Downey's first street stock win, Michael Waltrip comes over
Right.
to present him the trophy because for some reason, behind the backstretch, he was just attracted to Downey's car. And he got to share that moment, Travis did, with Michael Waltrip.
Yeah,
so
like I don't know Travis Hyder that well, but I imagine that will stand with him
Yeah.
for a very long time. Like
Right.
you were there for those crowds.
Yeah.
Rob, you were there you stood out there. You stand in front of that many people
it's breathtaking.
and eyes just looking at you. It's like, whoa, like,
Uh-huh.
this is big,
Right.
bigger than I could ever imagine. And
Yeah.
I just want to race in front of. I just raced
Yeah.
in
Dude,
front of.
I
this
was
crowd.
even nervous walking the front stretch with a camera. I was like,
Yeah.
are people looking at me?
It's like if you trip, like
What
you're
is this?
you're done. Like,
Exactly. You're going to go viral.
100 people are going to have it on video,
So
no matter what
got
you're doing.
tough. That's why we would love to put our divisions with it.
Yeah.
We would love to put the SKs with it. We'd love to put limiteds, late models, street, anyone. But if we don't make it a points race, they
Then-
won't show.
Right.
Yeah, it's so strange.
And they're,
how that
I don't
works.
want to wreck my car because I'm in the points lead. It's like, guys, we're giving you tires.
Right.
We're giving you this opportunity to race in thousands and thousands of fans. Like, come on. It gets tough.
So we talk about big events. Let's talk about Cletus this past season because there was a unique happening during that event regarding,
Check it out. It's right there.
So we got David brought us some stuff to add to the studio,
Yep.
including right there. That is a piece of the old pace car.
Yeah.
So-
Sorry.
So
Sorry about that.
apparently we should be apologetic to a lot of people because they were really mad about that. But how did this whole thing come together with
was-
the pace car?
It was awesome, right? That was probably the biggest headline of the year. Like the biggest part of the year was Cletus just crushed our pace car with a monster truck. It was so awesome to have that happen. I know people are gonna be so upset about that. I still crack.
I
up
still
about
don't
it.
get why people are upset about it.
I know, I thought it was
such
awesome.
a brilliant promotion.
So it started the first year, and he spun the pace car. I don't know if you recall
Yes,
that.
on the front
Yeah.
stretch,
Yeah.
under caution.
They spun the pace car, and there was a little blue mark on it. I'm like, oh, that was sick. Like, that was awesome because the fans went wild for it.
Yeah.
Right? So
I
the
do
next
remember that.
day,
Yeah.
that was on the Friday portion of the event. The next day, I walked down to where they were set up, right behind the food booth in the pit area. The pace car was just sitting there because that's where it gets parked. And I just walked right up to him. Like, this was early morning, and he was there. Probably he was editing a video. Probably didn't want to talk to me. I was like, "Hey, you got to take that car out and burn it to the ground in the burnout rivals." He's like, "Oh no, that's too nice of a car." I'm like, "This thing's a piece of junk. Like, it looks
It's
nice,
beat up.
right, from far."
Yes.
If
Oh,
you
yeah.
got within,
Don't
it was
get up
like-
close.
It was like a 60-footer, okay? There wasn't vinyl on it anymore. It was duct tape. And it was duct tape colors to like match what the vinyl was, holding the body together.
That's great.
The rubber has just like picked up on the tires, destroyed it. Like the rubber was going inside the vehicle now. Like the wheel wells were blown out so bad. It was bad. And he did a burnout. It rained out got rain, so he
Yeah.
couldn't do much.
Right.
Didn't like play out as it was supposed to. But then the group came back this year, and this was the Wednesday show. They were here early.
Yeah.
And it's the guys that run the event. So it wasn't Cletus yet. He's not there yet. It's his group. They're like, hey, we got to apologize. I'm like, oh no. Like, what did they do? It's Wednesday. Like, how did this happen? Like, oh, we just told your dad the bad news. So like, they still didn't know. And they're like, oh, you haven't heard? I'm like, what are you talking about? They showed me a picture. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Someone photoshopped the pace car onto their car hauler. Like, I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, oh, AI's crazy now. And they're like, no, we're going to crush your pace car. I'm like, that's funny. They're like, no, seriously. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's sick, but let me just go grab some stuff out of it first. And it's just like, it turned into this great thing. That's the relationship we have with them. They built out a whole pace car to duplicate the same thing, to make it look identical. And that whole day, like, they let me be part of the event and play a part in it. And that was really cool to do. I showed the emotion of losing the pace car. And,
dude, that was such an epic clip of them. Like, you try to run after.
I'm not going to lie. I felt the little tears pop up when I saw the truck actually launch off. I'm like, oh my gosh, it actually crushed it. Like, this is happening. And it turned out to just be something really awesome. It went viral. Got so many eyes on it. Got a lot of people mad and upset. And it's just one of those things, like, that is like, that time frame's coming to a close, right? We're bringing in this new energy to the Speedway. Like,
for sure.
They just built us a new pace car.
That's crazy.
Right.
I mean, yes, it's not the nicest thing in the world that they gave us, but
it's a very generous gesture.
They built out a car, duplicated exactly the design's identical.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's really cool.
And it was just something really cool that group did. And every year they're going to be partners with us. That's what they are. And it was so awesome to do. And I've sold pieces of it online so people that were upset could own a piece of history. And keep it
I'm sure that made them feel a lot
That's
better.
so awesome, dude.
Yeah,
That is
so
awesome.
it was really cool.
Didn't you make that car run anyways? Didn't that car run afterwards?
Yeah.
So I still have it.
Yeah.
So I cut all the body off of it to cut them up into pieces, but I'm trying to get it running again. And I actually got it running and drove about 5 feet, then it shut off because I'm not an electrician, but I want to get it running again so it could come back to the event this year.
Wow.
That'll be great.
Yeah, I mean, that moment was comedic enough, but what was even better was the comments of people uploading their own videos of them, like, screaming in agony. Like, I mean, this was insane. I saw people going, like, I couldn't even look. Like, I was in tears. I was on the ground.
We hurt some people. I think we might have lost some followers, some fans, but we gained quite a few eyes on our half-mile racetrack.
I remember Johnny Mill, who's with Freedom Plus.
Yep.
He texted me a random day and said, hey, I need you to take a picture of the hood of the pace
so you're
car.
in on it.
I was like, take a picture of the hood? He's like, yeah, for reasons. Don't tell anybody. I was like, okay.
That's funny.
So I did. I took a picture during a karting event, so nobody knew what's going on. I took a picture of the hood and sent it to him, and that was why, to make it look like the original pace car.
All right, crazy. 807. No events in the local region. We still can't get the
that
update
is
done.
Insane.
It's unbelievable.
How do we make it? Every
we
week
love
we
to
make it
talk
happen.
Oh,
here
no, we're
at the
good
LT.
BSers.
We are good BSers.
We
yeah.
fill in the blanks if there is any.
All right, Bonssa, what else you got over there? Anything?
That's all I got. That's the
Sorry to
Belltown Motors.
anyone watching
weekly
that's
update.
upset by the pace car.
No, don't concede.
You
Come
can
on.
purchase your piece at
there you
That's plug
yeah.
right in there. There you go. All right, let's get after it here. It's time for the old Waddell Communications Nostalgia Nugget of the week.
That was pretty good.
That was a solid one.
That's all right.
Wow, Diego, that's messed up, dude. Just kind of proud of that. Thought we did all right, Rems. Come on.
Thank you.
All right. Diego, 19 years ago today, November 4th, 2006, the Speedbowl season was not over because it was time for the very first Double Down Shootout. This unique event featured twin races for the 4 Saturday night weekly divisions. Remember when they only had 4? The SK Modifieds and the late models had 2 25-lap races. The Sportsmen, as they were called at the time, and Mini Stocks, whose features then were usually 20 laps, they both had 2 15-lap features. Shootout results would be based on the best average between them, and points for the event would be based on those average finishes. However, the event was postponed twice, first from its original Labor Day weekend, and it was rescheduled after the finale and Smacktoberfest. It became a non-point event, but then had to be postponed again for rain. Some interesting facts with this one. Dennis Gaeta, who had previously clinched his 6th SK Modified champion, first as a driver-owner, swept the SK Modified races. Corey Hutchins swept the late model races. They turned out to not only be his last 2 late model wins at the Bowl, but also the last 2 wins for a G-metric chassis car at the Speedbowl. Dwayne Dorr won the first street stock race, sportsman race, for his record 11th victory of the season. He was also the overall winner. Rich Staskowski won the second feature. Jeff Miller and Joe Godbout split the mini stock features, and it was Jeff Miller's 21st and final win at the Speedbowl. The event lasted 3 years, 06, 07, 08. When Terry Eames came back into the fold in 09, they got rid of the event. That was a kind of a little unusual event. You remember those?
Oh, I did. I think I spotted for Flannery one year.
No, Flannery
Wasn't that
06, 07, 08?
Was that they had something like that.
I mean, he would have been in the Legends, but they didn't have the
I
Legends.
think the late models had something later on where we had a double race like that.
Oh, they
too.
might have, yeah.
So maybe I'm mistaking on that,
Yeah.
but I remember doing an average and we got beat by Bruce Thomas.
All right, so basically what you're saying is you really don't remember these.
Yeah, I don't remember. Crap.
Okay, we'll go down to Rob then.
That's our early point.
Thanks, Sid.
Yep. Anytime, buddy.
Gotta thank Northeast Performance Parts for coming on one of the final stat chats of the year. They've been on and off with us all season. Today is kind of an all-star stat chat, as I like to call it. We've touched on nearly all of these before, but no better time to revisit them with our man David in the house right here.
All right.
We've already mentioned Gio Ruggiero as the Truck Rookie of the Year.
Wow, I hit a bunch of them all at once. Sorry, Rob. Go ahead.
That was scary, dude. I felt like I was back in the ward right there.
Go ahead.
Maybe it's time to revisit how we determine Rookie of the Year at the local level.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
All right. Who wants to go first? You want me to go first?
Go ahead. I'll let you go first.
Listen, I understand it's got to be hard to define the parameters of a rookie. I just know that, for example, Sean Monahan raced. How many times did he race this year at the Speedbowl? I mean, at Stafford, 4, 5 times.
I think he ran
Roughly.
4.
So, how many races can you race and still be eligible to be a rookie the following year?
4. Once you hit your 5th, you're done.
So he could run for Rookie of the Year next year.
He raced SKs, didn't he, a couple years back?
At Stafford?
Yeah.
Oh, so that would make him ineligible.
No, I'm just trying to think if
He
he
did.
ran
When they
more.
ran the 21-21, I don't know.
Did he run full time?
Oh, one race.
One race.
So I guess in theory,
I'd have to see how many races he actually raced.
So in theory, hypothetical, Sean Monahan had no SK modified experience, ran 4 races this year, won one of them. Next year, even though he has a win and 2 championships at Thompson and 2 championships at the Speedbowl in the same type of car, he would be a rookie.
I'm not going to say yes or no to this. I could get in serious trouble. We'll just go with it at this rate. The Rookie of the Year is classified for 5. After your 5th start, you're no longer a rookie. So if he has 5 starts, he's no longer a rookie.
Now, it doesn't have to be the previous year. That's just
It
like
has to be
in your
one complete year. So if he did one year ago, one the next year, it's every year it restarts.
Okay.
So if you did 5 in a season, that is your rookie season.
Yes.
Officially.
Yes.
Okay.
But for example, which is where this topic came from, was Brent Gleason, who is our Rookie of the Year in the street stocks and got a nice bonus for that as well. There's a payout for it. So that's where the rookie status is really important because there's a payout.
Yeah.
We pay the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
And it's a tough topic, right? Yeah, he ran Thompson, Waterford, many
Several
years.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever really ran. He ran the Waterford a couple times.
He was damn good at Thompson.
At Thompson, he was good. Yeah,
Okay.
won several races for sure.
But he never logged laps at Stafford, besides maybe 1 or 2 starts on and off throughout the years when we were trying to get the street stocks going again.
Yeah,
right?
right out of COVID.
We brought Thompson and Waterford cars, and we allowed them to come in.
Yep.
But yeah, he wasn't classified as a rookie because he doesn't have the laps at Stafford. And when you're a rookie, you don't get to start in the handicap for 3 weeks because we have you start last. Because we don't know if you're good at restarts at Stafford or if you can hold your lane or what the deal is. We've never seen you race before. And that's the whole rookie classification is like, okay, you need to learn the car.
Right.
Yes, you know the car, but do you know this track? Like it's completely different than anything else you've ever
Right.
ran. So it kind of goes the same. So if like a SK driver goes down and he's never racing the street stocks, no, he's not a rookie anymore. Like once you rookie of the year in the SKs, you're no longer going to be classified for rookie in any other division at Stafford because you have that higher ladder system rookie status.
And that hierarchy is like clearly defined.
Yeah, it'd be like Ron Silk's not going to be a rookie in the street stocks.
Right.
Yeah.
He has his higher classification. We know he's capable. Like
But it's the
have I
higher
seen
class.
Brent?
It's
Yes,
the higher
but-
classification at your track.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So if I don't know how I would define it. When
Does that apply
When
with
Justin-
late models and SKs? Like, so if you're a rookie of the
Like,
year
I'm
in the
not
late
even
model,
talking.
well, you were thinking so. Like rookie in the late model, and then you go to SKs, you're still considered a rookie, even though they're the premier
as
divisions.
You keep moving up the
Yeah.
ladder, you keep getting rookie status in
Yeah.
that specific division.
when
Okay.
Justin came and ran Art Berry's car in the 21,
Yep.
was he a rookie?
I would have to check. I think we actually classified him as a rookie.
Wow.
Yeah. I would have to double check.
It sucks because like to have it exist, you eventually have to put like a clear cut definition on it.
It gets
And I mean, in the
messy.
case of Gleason, you love to go, oh, he has X starts at this track and Y starts at this track. Oh, and he ran whatever many wins in the whatever the hell series. Like eventually, you just have to say you're coming to this track, this division. This is the clear
gets
cut
messy.
line, but it does get messy.
Yeah, it's
with
a
guys driving
difficult-
all over.
It all comes down to it's not me making a decision. It's not my brother making a decision. It's a group decision with race control with the handicappers, and if we're seeing this person's capable of being in the car, if a tour driver came down into SKs now that maybe had a couple starts here and there or ran the open cars, maybe we wouldn't put him as a rookie, just because it kind of defeats the purpose of pushing the SK light drivers to come up.
Right.
Because like a Justin Bonsi, when we're running a full season, probably is going to get rookie of the year against Nick Hovey if he moves up, right?
Right.
Like, I hit nothing against Nick,
Right.
but
Well, that's what you kind of had this year with Brent Gleason versus Colton Gamacorder.
Right.
Yeah.
You just got to keep it simple, though, in a way. You can't.
have
If you,
to.
if you have
hard,
these
man.
circumstantial
Yeah.
situations, it's just gonna open up a Pandora's box of what
Yeah.
if this,
That's what I'm
what
saying.
if that.
It's
Yeah, no,
either
that's
you're
why-
taking in other people's
And-
tracks.
Right, and I said this to David before we went live on the air. Like I'm playing devil's advocate,
Yeah.
but I don't. There's no way for you guys to. It would be a can of worms.
it's difficult.
You could simply say somebody like Brent Gleason. Yes, he won a bunch of races at Thompson, raced there for a decade. He can clearly drive that type of car.
Yeah.
But if somebody from New Hampshire comes down there, you're gonna, bog yourself down with all this admin research to try to figure out. If
I
the
hate to
rookie-
say it, it's like if it's not streamed, like how do we
Right.
hook you up?
Yeah,
Like it's
right.
not. Is it real? Like
Right.
if it's not streamed, is it even happening anymore?
Yeah.
Paul loves saying
So
that.
it's like
That's one
Yeah.
of the classics.
how do you trust someone's word that, oh, yeah, I'm good enough not to be a rookie? It's like, oh, well, we're just
Right.
going to put you as the rookie. It's 3 weeks. You're going to start
Right.
out of the handicap.
Right.
You'll get a bonus at the end of the year if you win it, and then you'll go from there and you'll move on. Like, and there'll be a history down the road that you're the rookie of the year and you'll feel
Right.
great about it.
Well, that's where some of the
Yeah.
complaints come from. That and like you said, the fact that it pays. Like,
Yeah.
if you're Colton Gamacorder, do you feel like slightly annoyed?
I'm sure he does.
You got to think a little bit.
I gotta think maybe a little bit, but I also think it's a competition between someone else that's new here at Stafford.
Right.
Right? Yes, he knows the car, but he's new at Stafford. They're both. That's really what it's about. You're a rookie at this speedway in this division.
Right.
And it's not an easy track.
Oh,
It's like it's
no.
complicated, and they both got
Especially
wins
this
this
past
year, which
year.
is
No,
great
he's
to
not.
see.
But I mean, the point is that Colton has to adjust to that car.
Yep.
And
And the
but-
track.
and Brent doesn't.
Yeah, because Colton never raced the big track before until
Right.
Yeah, this
late
year,
last season. Yeah,
and they both had great years.
they did. You
All
just got
right.
to keep it simple.
What else you got there, Robert?
All right. You guys talked about it last week. Sadly, I was not there to talk about it because I absolutely would have loved to. I guess I'll get to do it now. The choose cone. Seems like we're all kind of about it. A lot of us kind of are open to it being used. David,
All about it.
you say, and I quote, throw it out.
No, I believed I said yeet that right off the track.
Okay. Okay. So why is that?
Yeah, why?
I love the Monaco modified series, and I think the division's great, but the cone it's a gimmick, is it not?
I don't know.
I don't
Is
think
it
it's
was
a
it not
gimmick.
put on the track because not specific to the Monaco modified series, just in general? Was the cone not put on the track because the product wasn't performing well? It's put out there to make the products mix it up. Maybe it'll make our product better. Like,
I guess I like that it's in the driver's hands to choose to do it. It's not
Yeah.
like an arbitrary reshuffling. It's all right. My car's really great on the high side, and all these guys love the inside. I'm going to go up there and prove that it's great on the on the outside.
so
rather.
there's that argument, right?
Right.
But then there's also it just takes time. It is a time.
That's the main con
project,
against it,
right?
right?
At Stafford, this is where it got me so mad. The fall final, the cone was on the track for 4 laps, and we chose every time. And it was just like it was a mistake that happened, and I think it's because the lineup weren't right or something. We're on like caution lap number 10 or 12.
Hold on. You mean 4 consecutive laps under
Yes.
caution?
The fall
and you
final
chose
this
every
year.
time?
The fall final this year after the big wreck
Okay.
in the Monaco series, that big wreck over in 3.
Yeah.
That cone was out in turn 1 for 4 consecutive laps. We
No,
chose
come on.
every time, and every time like, I'm making gains.
No,
like,
they want to
and then
make
it's
sure
like,
you're
no.
really sure.
So I got to my spotter, Alex. I'm like, if this cone's on the track for 1 more lap, I am driving
Run it over.
straight through this. Not like a bump it.
Should if we put a camera on it every
Yeah,
Not
Sid
a
would've
bump
loved
it. Like
that.
this was going off the track, and I think the message would have gone across. It's a very time-consuming project. And it kind of showed at Seekonk too, where it took 1 lap or a couple laps to get the lineup right, because before you line up for the
Right.
cone, the choose cone, you have to have the lineups right. Then you
Yes.
choose the cone, then you take another lap to have everyone actually tight before the restart. So that's 4 or 5 laps. That comes down to 5 minutes, 6 minutes
Right.
of downtime, nothing happening on the track. Yes, someone could hit the cone and could watch people choosing the cone and get confused by it, while the guy that was 12th is 6th or something like that.
I mean, when I
But
sent the question in last week, the way it was framed was, is it worth the time that it takes to do it? If it was only 1 lap every time and it was executed perfectly, I'm all for the options it opens up. But again,
if it wasn't
sometimes
so
it does drag.
time-consuming, it's like,
It really
oh,
does.
Man, like that could take 30 minutes of your night. Imagine in every division.
Well, I was just trying to think of like I'm not opposed to it, but I am like I can't look back at a Monaco race and say, because it's supposed to be a strategy element, right?
Right.
And I can't look back at a race and say, oh yeah, remember when Hirschman chose the high side when he was in 7th and ended up taking the win? Like it's never really
I feel like it doesn't play
affected
out
the race.
like
Yeah, you might have a point.
they
there.
want for the front rows.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't play out for the first 4 rows. Like those 4 rows pick the same. Inside, outside, inside, outside.
Nothing happened at Seekonk with
The
the choose
biggest
cone.
was like, I mean, I thought I was gaining because I started 25th. I kept picking the outside and I ended up like 12th. But that doesn't matter.
Right.
That's not what people are there to
I mean, to be
watch.
honest with you, right? I look and see like the first 3 or 4 rows, and then I stop watching. And like, so if somebody
And
goes
you
from
wait,
25th
what,
to
4
12th, I'm
minutes
not.
for
I'm
them
not
to come
really
back around.
Yeah,
Right,
even I find
exactly.
myself when I'm filming, I like pan away. What's the top 10
You
or
go
finish running
after
by
the
it?
first
Right.
4 pick, you're like,
Right.
okay, well now I can look at my phone for another couple of minutes because
Yeah.
it's going to take 2 more laps to actually get it.
Yeah, I do think the time is the
That's
main
what
detractor.
like at Stafford, like we're very keen on, like we want this to be fast paced. Like get the cars green again. Like we need to get going. That's what people are here to watch.
Yeah.
They're not here to watch people pick around a cone, unfortunately. And I think it's just a gimmick where it's like the product's not performing enough, where you have to throw a something to mix it up. That's me personally.
Can you choose? Can the leader at Stafford choose?
Yeah, you could choose
Yeah.
inside or outside.
Okay.
Yep. I
That's
think
the
it
only
happens
position, though,
sometimes.
right?
It used to happen a lot when I sprayed the
it.
track a couple years ago.
Right.
Yep.
And they kept picking the outside, which was wild to watch. Like that was so cool.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be really cool, like in defender divisions, where the bottom you can say is more dominant, and you might see someone try to be more bold with picking the outside, and they might jump 2 or 3 rows. Like, let's say a guy like Adam Gray stuck in the middle of the pack, caution comes out, first 4 cars pick the inside, he picks the outside, he goes from 5th to 2nd. Like, I could see that happening, and who knows where it
I
goes
did
from
that.
there.
I could tell you this. I don't know if you guys remember the Funkmaster Flex race.
Of course.
So I got in that race on a provisional. But we were fast enough with stickers, but I just missed by a smidget to get in. And we built that car just for that show. Pinnacle Pete let me borrow it. Anyways, I told my guys before we started, I'm just going to try not to get lapped because Teddy was there with a Bill Hess car. And
Yeah.
there was all these I'm like, poof. And I got a metric late model against these full tube cars from North Carolina. Well, they had a choose cone. And the race was a little gimmicky because they had little Kim singing at halftime and all this stuff.
That's the whole show.
Right?
Right.
But because of the choose cone, do you know who was your leader at the halfway mark? Me. And I just kept picking outside, like you said, you pick. Now the caution comes out after you're up there, you drop in line, now you're fifth. And now it's getting real interesting at the halfway mark. I mean, so I believe in the cone. I thought it was great for us. But that was a whole gimmick race, though.
Yeah, it was.
The whole race was a gimmicky race.
It works.
What defines a gimmick these days? I feel like everything's excused as a gimmick.
To a point.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't double file? That's double file restarts to an extent, but people would argue it's a gimmick.
It is?
What do you?
A lot of people would argue it is.
Sheldon.
What people are those?
Honestly, in the Cup Series, you might say that.
No,
Because in Cup, they went single
did I
file
say
forever.
I didn't like double file restarts? No. But the reality is, in most racing series, they line them up single file and they restart them that way. I agree, it's boring.
But that was
there's
the
a
case.
case that it's a gimmick.
Green, white checkers.
No.
They
You
call it
said a
gimmick
lot
too.
of people think
You
it's a
said
gimmick.
a lot of people.
No, I just said people.
No,
I mean, what is
he-
a lot of people? 10 people?
Wait, we'll rewind the tape.
All right.
Don't
You
make
can
me
grill
do
me
it.
next week in the real.
Okay, but what about green, white checkers? People call green, white checkers a
Unlimited
gimmick.
green light checkers could be gimmick.
Considered a gimmick?
Yeah, I mean, how many times do you keep
How many
wrecking
times are you
people?
gonna run the last lap? Right.
Yeah, but I'm saying people call that a gimmick. Like, what is considered a gimmick these days? I don't really know. What's pure these days?
Double file restarts.
Yeah. 100%.
Right.
You'll never
That's
see
not my opinion. It's already going so bad for me in the
You'll
chat, bro. I
never
gotta play
see-
damage
killing
control.
you
It's
in the
already
chat.
going so bad. Oh
You'll
my!
never
I
see
should have just
anything
kept
but
my damn
double
mouth
file
shut.
at Stafford. That's all you'll ever see.
That's great. Cricket. Good job, Fro.
All right. What else you got there, Rob?
I assume this is going to be my last appearance on the show. May as well make it count. Oh, this next one too. I mean, this is going to be another bad one for me.
Okay.
right.
Looking forward
I got
to
to
it.
phrase this gently. Why is it important to still do the TC13 shootout every year?
Everyone in this room is now dumber.
Cut the
for having
cameras,
listened
bro.
to it.
Just cut the cameras.
And I still hold that one against you guys.
I didn't say it.
I don't know who said it, but like as a driver in the SKs, that is one of the most important races. Like that TC shootout, to be in that top 13 is like, whoa, I'm one of the 13 best, and you're in this race to like honor this memory of a guy that put on a show.
Yeah,
Right.
And I mean, it's a battle to be in the top 13 in SKs. Like, I didn't get too many top 13 finishes this year. I was pretty bad this year, but that race, it was like I was bouncing from 14th to 12th, and with Moeller,
Oh, yeah.
and I think Christopher
was in
back there. Like we're
Yeah.
all, and it's tough racing. Like you're bouncing off each other. You want to qualify for that race, and it's a huge race to be in. And I think it's one of those races that we have to have. Like it honors the king.
Yes.
And
Right.
I think a lot of the SK division would feel as though it's one of the most important races of the year.
Well,
So
there's
why-
no denying that honoring Teddy is
Yeah.
important, and I definitely see what you're saying about getting into that top 13.
Mhm.
But what I will counter with is I watched the 13 race, the 13 lap race after that, and I see cars that basically take the race off.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like getting into the race is more important than competing
I
into
think
that
that's the
13
problem
race.
that we really had is, and they just cruise in the back.
We
goes-
saw that with Flynn and JP this year.
Goes to the same
Yeah.
thing. Of
Moeller
our,
the year before.
Our
Yeah.
previous topic of the All-Star race of the street stock race with Cleus. Like we made this special race. Like we get it. You guys want to save your car because your points battling, but overall, like if you wreck, you're still gonna fix your car.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
We're in the SK division, the premier division of the night at Stafford. Like you're gonna fix your car no matter what to come back. So why not just wheel the crap out of it? And
Right.
the battle up front was pretty crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
it was me, Mikey, Moeller, and I said Mikey, Mike,
Michael.
Moeller,
Yeah.
and
I say it all the time.
Yes,
I
you
forget
do.
who else
So
was
does-
up there.
so
but-
do
They're
most
battling
people.
like hell up
Oh,
front.
then Rafano too, and it was like
Yeah.
we were wheeling the crap out of that thing. And I think yes, it's not a big race throughout the whole field, but I think those guys that want to be in it, that are like, this is a huge race, they put on the show.
I panned out great this year.
Like, I mean, if maybe I would think differently of it if I was ever in a points battle, but
Right.
I mean, I don't think so. I'll tear the right front off. I
Even
don't
the year
care.
before, though, because Corner went at it with Talman.
Yeah.
Like, it was like war.
They almost
it's
wrecked.
The year
Yes.
I raced, or the year after I won with Mikey.
Michael.
I keep saying Mikey.
You two were slugging it out.
He kept sending me up to the wall.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whatever. Like, this is the race. Like, when you get into that race, the gloves are off.
Yeah.
There's no like, oh, we'll be a little nice. Like, no, it doesn't matter. There's no points.
Right.
Like, you get the guy a little mad. Oh, you knocked me out of the race. Like, oh, sorry. Like, 13 laps. Let's go. Like, come on.
Has there ever been a thought of just having a 40-lap race that was
Right, branded?
1,300 to win?
Right.
A memorial race it's tough. I mean, because.
But isn't that what this is?
No, it's not. It's a race honoring Ted Christopher.
I mean, now that's just semantics. Honoring in a memorial, it's the same
a little
thing.
Different. But no, I think
Well, the format is what keeps it kind of fresh,
It's
right?
different.
keeps it not the same word.
That's the only thing that's different.
Exactly, it's different. So it's we could do it that way, but we think it's a unique opportunity, and it gets a lot of people involved in the race as well. So that whole purse is paid out by sponsors.
Yes.
So a lot of people that were involved with Teddy or just really love racing put up money for that race. And this year it was the biggest purse we had for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think to start that 13 lap in 13th, it paid, I believe this year was like $513 just to make that
insane.
race.
Yeah.
You got paid extra money. So it's like
Yep.
all these sponsors come in support of this. And it's more of a, like this unique event that everyone enjoys being part of. And yes, it could be seen as a memorial race, but we like to call it a race honoring Ted Christopher, and going to keep it that way.
All right.
You don't think the cars sandbagging is that like something that needs to be addressed or anything like that?
Oh, I think that always has to be addressed. Like that goes back to like whenever we host a non-points race, there's always going to be someone that sandbags. I mean, long time ago, people used to start and park SK lights. It was the weirdest thing. But now it's like there's full fields. You're not going to do that. It doesn't matter. But the whole sandbagging thing, I mean, it's tough. We'd rather people just put on a show.
It's a hard thing to corral, though. Like, what do you do? Say, oh, we're going to pay you a bonus if you finish within 2.5 seconds of the leader? I mean, I don't know what else.
The only way is
you would really
like make it a
do.
points event, but I'm sure you guys don't want to do that.
we
Right.
were discussing making it a points event to make it where people had to race.
Yeah.
Where it's like you get points. It would be the single points instead of 2 per position, it'd be
Right.
single per spot. So we're still discussing that, and that could change.
You
We got some
know,
time.
I wanted to say one thing because I often go hang out at Waddell's trailer.
Yeah.
And we chat a lot about Teddy and racing, and Sean knows a lot about racing.
Mm-hmm.
And last week at Seaconk, we're just in there shooting the breeze, watching the race, and he says, because he knows we talk about the TC13, and he said the one race that he hasn't won that he really wants to win
Is that one?
and he said it's the TC13.
Who is this? I'm sorry.
Sean Waddell.
Waddell.
And because he was good friends with Ted.
Oh, of course.
Spotted for Ted forever.
And he said that's the one race that I haven't won that I want to win as a spotter. And so that just goes to show the
And so when they
importance.
say that, he's talking about the 13-lap race?
Yeah,
Yes.
the TC13 race.
Hmm.
And that, yeah, so I was like, I know he watches the show weekly, and when he brought it up, I was like, because I was one of the guys that you may be talking about, because I don't like watching. Like, I'm fans of all those drivers, but I don't like to see them doing exactly what they do. Like, if you're not going to race, pass up your spot to the next qualifying guy, right? If you're not going to, that's how I think. Like, if you're not going to give it an honest effort, let somebody in that really wants to try. And instead of just putzing around, but I maybe it's about the money.
Yeah.
Because you get the $500.
And it goes back, and it goes back to getting more cars too. For that specific event, there will be 4 or 5 additional cars that come than the previous week. That's just a 40-lapper.
Yep.
Right.
And I would almost go to say if it was just a 40-lapper, I don't know if it'd gain those 4 cars.
Yeah, but
Just
you
like that honor to make that 13 is something
Right.
that just feels different as a driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you make it 40, it takes away the 13,
Yeah.
the 13
The
laps,
luster,
and
yeah.
13 to win for 13 laps.
All right, Rob, what else you got?
I got one more for you.
Mm-hmm.
The new victory lane, the front stretch victory lane at Stafford. How would you evaluate it? Say it's worked out now that we've run a full year with it.
Well, I haven't seen it, so
Oh, my God.
That's great.
He's so good at self-deprecating humor.
I know you almost miss it, dude. You almost miss it.
Oh,
It's,
my goodness.
I don't know. It's tough. I honestly can't say I've experienced what it feels like to be in front of the fans that close. The only reason we went to that was because we repaved the mini mile, and I didn't want to put a manhole cover right in the middle of all that asphalt for future events, just to put the Victory Lane banner back over there.
Mhm.
So like, oh, it'd be really cool to move it right in front of the fans, so the fans can see the driver emotions, feel it, hear them like that close. And I thought it was cool at first. It kind of didn't play out as I hoped because we were trying to find a backdrop or something that could go there so make it better.
Yeah.
I was trying to find like a small vehicle that could work or something
Yeah,
that someone
like
could
a
drive
float.
off. That's what like
Bring a little truck
They did
with a
that
big
way
float.
you know
back in the
those like
90s.
mini truck things. I was
Yeah.
trying to find one
Right.
of those.
Right.
I honestly can't say I've experienced it, and I don't know what it feels like to be that close to the fans, but I think the fans enjoy it.
Hmm.
The fans could see the raw emotion of JP jumping out of the car and spraying the champagne like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That hits differently than it way out in the
Seeing it on the big
infield
screen.
Right.
and seeing it on the big screen.
Yep.
So I don't. That's a tough one. I think it could definitely be improved. Maybe I could put some more asphalt down, paint the checkerboard or something that makes it feel more like a victory lane.
Right.
Because right now it just feels like you're stopping on the front stretch.
Yeah. Yeah.
It kind of
weird.
grew on me though on the year.
I mean, when I'm there, to be honest with you, I'm usually watching their faces on the big screen.
Yeah.
It doesn't even really.
No, well, that's what she was sitting down in the. I think I told you this before, and down in the exit of 4.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see turn 1, and like I'm a big race fan. I said, "How the hell do you see what's going on in the 1? I mean, these guys are going in there." She goes, "As soon as they go down there, I just watch the screen." I'm like, "Are you
That's
kidding me?"
crazy. Yeah. It's so crazy how people just tune into the screen. Like it's
Right.
the same with the TVs on the bar. Like people
Right.
will stand at that bar
And watch the TV.
watch that TV of
the
the
race-
race.
the race is right there.
It's
crazy.
Right.
The whole night.
Right.
And that's like why I built that
Right.
bar. Is like that brought in this different clientele that hang out at the bar. It's like more you're going out to hang out with your friends. And
Right.
But that TV, that infield big screen TV has been a
Right.
game changer.
Oh, no doubt.
Right. No, and it is crazy. Like at a big track, like if you go to a big super speedway or whatever, obviously you're watching the screen, but it's so weird, this phenomenon. Even like I go to Bristol, I'm watching like the big hanging screen in the center of it. I don't know. It's like you're watching a little movie up there.
But like back to that question, I think this winter, I got to work on victory lane. I got to figure out how to make it better. If I can't in that spot, maybe move it back. But I just don't see how moving it back at this point would feel like the original victory lane.
Yeah.
It would
Yep.
ful completely different yet again.
All right.
Well-
TBD then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of a very damaging stat chat for me. I'm glad everyone had fun. According to Jeremy, I'm going to have to go look for some new work now.
Okay.
See you all
Good
next
job,
year.
bro.
Good job, bro. All right, time for a little Did You Know, brought to us by Mid-State Site Development, who also gave us the quote of the week earlier in the show, if I did not mention that. Diego, did you know that Gio Ruggiero, and by the way, he is not related to the Reg, nor is his last name Ruggiero. It's Gio Ruggiero, became the first New Englander to win the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Rookie of the Year since Mike Stefanik did it after the 1999 season. They are the only 2 New England natives to win the Rookie of the Year in the Truck Series. So that is pretty good company by our man Gio.
Mm-hmm.
Diego, get yourself ready.
Oh no!
I wonder if you have a question from Jeremy this week.
All right, we got to thank Ed Marcel, Firewood and Land Clearing for this next segment of Viewer Mail. I think we're going to start off with our buddy Jeremy because he's always faithful.
Shocker.
I know. He's like the de facto second host of
No,
this
but I
segment.
do appreciate him
Right.
always being involved. So thanks a lot, Jeremy, for the whole year. I do appreciate you and everybody else that has sent them in. His question is, and I'm assuming this is for just about everybody, what are the goals of each of you in the off season?
Well, David just told us his is to try to figure out a way to make Victory Lane better.
There's a lot more. There's a lot of goals there. I don't know. For me personally, on the racing level, we gotta be better as a race team and perform better every single week. I struggle on the weekly grind. I'm fine with the weekly grind, just repeating good races. Gotta improve there. But as the track, we have a lot to improve on. I'd give us like a B+ this year. There's like small things that like I personally think we need to be better at, and it's like behind the scenes things that would make the whole day better. So there's a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff we need to work at the Speedway. That's like the victory lane, making sure like the speakers are better because everyone seems to say like the speakers sometimes you can't hear them or something. Just like small things like that just need to be improved on. The bathrooms I always think need to be better, but small things.
Diego, what about you?
Well, you know, I think for me this year, I'm getting older.
Mm-hmm. You are old.
I am old, man, and I try not to be old, but I just have to embrace it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's going to be the old tummy.
That's what she
I've
said.
got to try to lose some weight and be better and take care of myself.
You want to have a competition?
Well, we could have
me and you.
Oh boy,
who can lose the most weight before we start the weekly grind next March?
I would love to try that.
All right.
Okay.
Next week's show, we'll scale up and see where we're at.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right, let's get it
so
on.
we got to tell everybody what we weigh.
I mean, why not? We're both fat at this point, right?
Got a lot of loose meat on me.
All right.
All right. Yep, that's it, man. Just take better care of myself is what my goal is going to be.
All right. I got a couple things.
Okay.
Go for it.
Well, first of all, just have the podcast keep growing.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, I think we have a lot of fun doing the podcast, and it's actually been a little bit of adjustment just comprehending how many people actually watch us be goofballs every Tuesday night. It's still a little bit overwhelming, but we will get together and kind of figure out our game plan. But ultimately, it's just about having it grow, engaging more people, more sponsors, that kind of thing. I'm working on something with the old Speedbowl history site. I think I'm going to try to make that a little bit less statistical based and more profile based about the people there and the history of that track. And then working on something with Monaco. We're definitely going to be doing content with the Monaco Modified Series next year. And we are actually thinking about doing a little reality series type thing.
Oh, you want me in it?
No, because you're old.
Oh, damn.
It's for the young stars of the sport.
Oh, my goodness.
So, yeah, we're in the preliminary stages of that, and but that should be a lot of fun should we be able to pull it off. So heading into the off season, that's kind of where we're at. It's actually kind of nice that we got one more podcast next week. All the racing is done. It's kind of there's a little bit of an adjustment period, right, from outside of the grind. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I don't know. Anybody else over there?
Hey, you already know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
What's that?
Apparently looking for a new job. I was told I'm fired and banned from the property. On top of that, I guess the firing wasn't enough.
Holy mackerel, Rob.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you. No, in all seriousness, I'm a big graphic design guy.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Okay, go ahead.
I haven't said Shirley. Listen, since you told me
You
that
said
sound effect
serious,
was in
though.
there.
Yeah,
no,
you
but
said serious.
Not quite.
I fit it in there.
Listen, I like to keep it fresh visually. I'm a huge nut for the graphic design stuff. I think it's a huge part in keeping everything looking fresh. I feel like the battle is to try and keep it fresh every year without going too crazy with it. I mean, you know, you always want to keep the broadcast looking nice and polished and everything. There's always fun little ideas of ways you can present stuff. Very nerdy stuff, but I think that adds a lot more to the overall experience than people really realize. It's more of a subconscious thing. But I feel like that's where I really like to focus a lot of that.
Dude, and I know your graphics.
Oh, dude, they stand out. They're bold. And
well,
they're
we've
bold.
been working in here so long now, and I see some of your stuff. Like when it comes on Flow, I'm like, oh, that's definitely Rob. No doubt.
It's got Rob written all over it.
It's got Rob. It's just like, you just put your face up smiling. I know that's you.
Oh, my God.
Me?
Caricature.
Yeah.
Probably relaxing more.
Wow, that's good. You know, you might need that,
Oh, Remy.
There was a lot of stuff in 2025, and I feel like I just need to just sleep and come back to 2026 rejuvenated.
So you're going to hibernate like a bear?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Bonsa, over to you.
I wouldn't say I have anything like work/profession related. I think one of my goals is to be more open-minded when it comes to food because I've gotten enough crap from people about how my palate sucks.
Oh, you're tired of
it's it's almost non-existent.
Non-existent.
It's delicate.
Yeah, so weird.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
It's good and healthy. No, but I think also, honestly,
I don't know about the good part, but
it's good.
No, I think it's
with
good.
no sauce.
Anyway,
Anyways,
never mind. I take it all back. What the hell?
Even a meatball don't have sauce?
the meatball can have sauce. I can compromise.
Okay.
But I actually, like Remy brought up, like relaxing. I've come to realize that's way more underrated than people think. Because like sometimes it's so easy to get caught up in life and all the BS that comes with it. So it's just like take a moment to just take a chill pill and just do something to relax for a little bit, just so you can have a little R&R and get ready for the next batch of BS to come. So
it's hard to do.
Whether it's like, you know, work or whether it's relationships or family, whatever it is, just take a moment to just take a deep breath and just do something that you enjoy so that you can be recharged for whatever comes next. Because I think that's something I've learned over the last few years is like, you know, life teaches you what's the most important thing, but sometimes what's most important is not what you think it is.
Reminator, speak words.
Yep.
Well, if any of y'all want to ask questions, just send us an email at sidviewpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you. Back to you, Diego.
Hey, all right. Thank you so much for that, Remy. That's much appreciated. Okay, Jeremy. Sorry about that.
That was
Jeremy had one more quick question.
Oh.
He wanted to know if anybody was going to be making the trip to Atlantic City this year.
If I'm able to, I would go. I've gone for the what? I'm wrong?
No, that's me. I'm not
Oh.
Yeah, you've been there multiple years, haven't you?
Been there for the last 2 years, this year and last season, and I had a blast. And I'm not the party type. A lot of people know that. I'm not one to party,
Oh,
but
it's a big party scene there.
they can party.
Oh,
They,
yeah, I
they
better
can
not
dance
go
and
there.
do other things.
Well, I'm a good dancer, though.
You're something.
Yes.
But no, I like for someone, not to say that y'all might be too old. No, not even too old to go, because there's older people that go that are above 30 years old. But
What the hell
we're
does
the
that
same
mean?
age.
Yeah, what the hell does that mean?
I'm not talking to you, David.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's a really fun event. The racing is fun, the social aspect. Plus, it's like a reunion because it's the middle of the off season. So you haven't seen a lot of these guys for 3 months or so. It's a nice way to meet in the middle before the season starts.
All right.
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
We've got one more
Okay.
from my man Joey P.
Oh, yeah.
Up at Seekonk. He's been a loyal listener and follower, so I appreciate you, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Hi, I'm just wondering who were." I'm gonna let you answer this one. This is for you, all right, Dave?
Oh, all right.
I'm just wondering who were David's favorite modified drivers when he was growing up.
Oh, that's a loaded question. There's a couple that come to mind right away. One is just the first, I don't know why it's like the first modified I remember. It might be because he came to my preschool with it, and it was Willie Hardy.
Oh,
And,
yes.
Like, I mean, I grew up at the Speedway, so it's like I've been around race cars my entire life. Racing is my life. Like, legit, it's all we do. Go to the track, work at a racetrack, go later, work on race cars, watch race cars. But for some reason, when I walked out of that school, I remember this, and I saw that car, I'm like, whoa, this is my favorite guy.
Right.
And I didn't even know Willie Hardy. I mean, I watched him on Fridays, watched the car, didn't know who he was, but got to sit in that car, and from there on, it was like, that's the only car I watched.
Right.
And I don't know why, it just, like, that's what I linked to.
Was it that 7 car?
And yeah, it was the 7 one with the green double stripe, I think, or one stripe on the side. Then the second one, oh, so can't like pinpoint a reason why, but it was Todd Zegedy. And I just always remember watching him in the tour races. I think he ran some SK stuff. And I just always thought it was, I don't know why, maybe just his last name I thought was cool or something. But
Yeah.
and I just would always watch him. And growing up at the Speedway, even though I was forced to work, I would find my way out of it to watch the race cars. Like I was supposed to sell programs, but I would always sell them to someone else to sell them. And then I would just go and watch the racing. And I always just watch Willie Hardy and Todd Zegedy all the time.
Zegedy was fascinating. I think he did SKs for like 2 years. And then he went tour racing and won the championship, I think, in his second season.
Yeah.
He kind of came out of nowhere.
And it's funny. I remember I came back from one year for the fall final of that weekend, and that's the weekend Zegedy was in I forgot whose car he was in an SK. I don't know if you remember this, but Zegedy came back for one event and ran a fall final. And I remember racing alongside of him for multiple laps and just thinking, this is cool.
That's so cool when
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. And I mean, I beat him that day too, and I'm like, I just beat Todd Zegedy. I don't care if I finish ninth.
That happened to me at the fall final. Like, I was racing with Newman. I'm like, this is like, even though we're not running good, this is pretty dang cool.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if he's running bad, I'm running bad.
Right.
But, like,
Yeah, this is cool for sure. Yeah. All right. Cool, man.
Yeah.
And then so the next part of this, I guess we could try to make this as fast as possible because it is getting late. How about the other panelists? I mean, do any of you guys have one person? I mean, if you had to shoot one off the hip right now.
I mean, I when I started going to the track, it was like 2010, 11, 12, 13. As a young adolescent.
It was me.
The Keith Rock.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Was it me? All right. God.
You weren't
Keith
you weren't good
Rocco
back then.
I know.
The Keith Rocco radio was just top of the line entertainment. I know my dad would bring the scanner and headsets to the track. It didn't get better than that. If I had to say another guy, I mean, strangely enough, I didn't think Todd Zegedy's name was coming up, but he'd be the other guy I would point to. I always found him really personable. He seemed to really like the fan interaction
I think
stuff.
that's what it was, just like the
Yeah,
interaction.
I really like this
so
like
personal.
funky purple and yellow 85 he ran there towards the end. He also had a really comedic incident where this orange was on the track during his qualifying run.
Oh, in Busch Series.
Yeah, I didn't find out about that till later, but I was like, you know what? Maybe that was always back there the whole time.
When I was watching the modified tour in like 08, 09, 10, when it was on Speed Channel for a couple of races, the three that always stuck to mind: Ted Christopher, the Red 36, Todd Zegedy, I think he was in the 2 at the time, the Smeriglio 2, and then Donnie Leah in the Mystic Missile. Those three always stuck out to me, and probably Ted above all of them was the one that stuck out to me most because he was battling for the championship in that time period.
Sydney?
Well, I'm going to sound really old after all those answers, but for me, it was when I was a kid going to the races with my family. It was I always wanted to know if Richie Evans or Ron Bouchard was going to be there. You guys always talk about when Teddy.
You were there when they were racing?
Yeah.
You
Holy
were?
dino.
Oh, you are old.
I know.
Oh, damn.
Damn, bro.
Did you call him a
You guys
dino,
always
Rob?
talk
Well, I
about.
didn't say that.
You talked about when Teddy, especially come down to the bowl back in the Mystique days, and everyone would be like, "Oh, Teddy's going to be here." Like that's how it was when Richie went to Westboro or to wherever. Like it was a big deal when he would pull in. And back then, when I started going to the races, Bouchard was already on the Cup Series, but he would come home and race the Bowler 3 whenever time allowed. And so those were always kind of big deals when those two came. I also always kind of liked Corky Cookman, I think, because I was a kid and his name was kind of goofy.
Yeah.
And then when I went to the Speedbowl a few times, it was all about CJ Fry and the X6. The 6X, sorry. Flash's car. So
I'm going to give you 3.
all right, go.
They're old timers. One was Rick Donnelly.
Mm-hmm.
He used to show up at the Speedbowl when he showed up. I remember as a kid,
Yeah.
he was aggressive as hell.
Yeah, the 111?
Oh, no, he was in the Deuce.
Deuce. Okay, yep.
Fast.
Yeah.
Fast. The next one was Jimmy Broderick,
Yeah.
who used to just crush him before Dennis got in that car.
Yep.
The last one, because the car was so pretty, was Jeff Berry.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
22.
Yep.
The fluorescent. Then he came out one year with a clear body. I don't know how he did it. He had a clear body on his cars. You could see the whole inside of the car.
It was transparent?
Yes.
Wow.
I had the 22 on the doors, but he used to always have the fluorescent orange car with the airbrush number Al Cool did. I think Al Cool did the number. He was never great, but his cars were fluorescent orange with all the chrome you could look at. And I loved it.
You love that.
I love chrome, so.
See, my man Fran's got my back in the chat.
Really?
He
Easy,
remembers those
youngins.
days. Yeah.
And just so Joe knows, Joe says his was the Reg, the Fullers, and obviously Mike Stefanik, and his cousin who had got him into racing, like as he called him, quote, the hammerhead Jimmy Spencer, Mr.
Nice pick.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, Reggie was up there for me too. I mean, I really didn't have
Yeah.
a favorite because I didn't go to the races on a weekly basis. Like going to the park back then, you know, as a Yankee fan, his name was Reggie. Reggie was on the Yankees.
You
then.
didn't like Anthony Ferrante? Is that his name? He always had the Yankees
someone
logo.
has a Yankees car.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, always
Yeah.
had the Yankee logo, the bat and stuff. Yeah, it was so cool.
Reggie
I thought.
was faster.
Yeah.
All right, is that it?
Yeah, that's it, man. That was another segment. Thanks to Ed Marcel, Firewood and Land Clearing.
All right, it's time to double it up for the 32 Signs Weekly Pick'em. I did it wrong. I had to flip to that. But
What
anyways,
the hell? I got that many right.
so we had to. We're over to the touring series. Yes,
my God, look how
double
beautiful.
points.
Holy shit, Diego, it's over.
Freaking Rob.
Wait, even Remy's closing, dude.
Yeah, Remy's closing in on me. The hot seat got. How about Rob and Jack Arias there? Both picking Randy
dual
Cabral
Randy
for
picks.
the double trouble. By the way, Austin Beers and all his crap about picking them. I think I got it right
He
there. on the
forgot about this
championship
one.
there. Chirps. Yep. So
I think it's mainly Diego that he's
No,
afraid
I've done
of.
really well this year.
So next week we are going to go to Waterford and Stafford to wrap it up. But
Do I have a shot, Sid?
before we do, let's see how we did at Seekonk, shall we? Not too good. Actually, really bad.
Oh, we all did kind of bad.
Me and Remy swung and missed.
Mm-hmm.
Jack and Diego got Adam Petty, and Rob did Charlie Rose. Just we just got to get better at Seekonk. I think we learned a lot about
No, we can
Seekonk
make some
this
more
year.
appearances there.
Yeah.
I just think it's also hard because they have the playoffs right
Yeah.
now. So you're
Yeah.
basically guessing from 4 drivers.
That is
Yep.
a good point.
So-
So a lot of those picks are not bad picks.
Oh,
Yeah.
I, mean, I
Yeah.
thought Rick Martin. I was like, yeah, sure.
All right,
that was a
that's
bad
that.
pick.
That was Diego. So to answer your question, I mean, you are definitely going to finish last.
Am I?
Yeah, what are you
Pretty
talking
much.
about? Bad
Oh,
picks,
you could
buddy?
forecast that?
Yeah. Did you not see the scoreboard?
Can we get a trend
I'm
line
only
up there?
down. I'm only down by like
50%.
no to Remy.
Oh,
I don't really care about beating Remy now.
Jesus.
I mean, I passed the hot seat, so.
All right, Riley Generators Pop Culture Minute. Diego.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I had these in my notes. By the way, in the touring series, I didn't put it on the graphic because I was limited to just 5, but none of us picked John McKennedy or Raphael Lessard for the Monaco mods or the Act series, the American
you.
Canadian Tour. So
Thank
Bonsa and
you.
Tapley don't go all freaking postal on us. Freaking
you.
weirdos.
Makes sense.
Anyways,
Thanks, David.
on this date in 1981, Diego, are you paying attention?
No. Yep, I'm listening now.
At least he's honest.
On this date in 1981, McDonald's introduced the Chicken McNugget.
Are you serious?
no way.
Oh, where's Hubby at?
No, this
Now,
is awesome.
I wonder if you guys actually know this, okay? Are you aware that they come in 4 distinct shapes?
The boot? Yeah, yeah.
The boot,
I
the
see 'em every
ball,
day.
the bell, and the bow tie.
What?
I always see. I think
Interesting.
I see the bow tie all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, the bell, I
So-
would more call that like the egg, but
I
sure.
never knew that was a thing.
According to McDonald's, the 4 shapes are perfect for equilibrium of dipability and fun. 3 would have been too few. 5 would have been too wacky. They were
That's weird.
originally small pieces of processed chicken meat that is deep fried in batter and then flash frozen before being shipped out to the McDonald's franchise. In August of 2016, they announced that the Chicken McNuggets no longer contained artificial preservatives.
I like that they put originally it was
Now,
chicken.
here's what I wish they'd bring back. Look at this little setup here, huh?
Wow.
What the hell?
Little Chicken
Dang.
McNuggets value pack?
How much was that?
Yeah, it says only dollar sign.
It did not come with the price, Remy. That's what
Dang.
happens on Google. Sometimes you don't
You
get
could've-
all the information.
Wow, look at that. Thing.
Probably cost
Yeah.
$1.50 back then. Probably costs $15 now.
Yep.
Well, I mean, what's your favorite shape? I mean, I like the boot personally.
How
never-
weird is it that I brought up chicken nuggets?
Seriously,
earlier?
that's why I couldn't believe that you said that. I was like, oh boy, that's perfect. Yeah.
That's great.
All right. Listen, Diego, we are so old that we've lived in a world when there was not Chicken McNuggets. How's that make you
Or
feel?
phones.
Yeah.
Well, according to Remy. Rob's channeling old stuff. All right, let's figure out what's on tap here, shall we? Thanks again to our friends over at Mid-State Site Development. What's going on, Rems?
Oh yeah, this is my favorite
Is
part.
this going to be a thing again,
no, I
Reminator?
love.
Yep.
This is one of my favorite graphics.
Why doesn't come in?
I know he never
What's going
puts
on?
I know.
What happened? Jesus. Well, there it is. How do you like that?
it. You know, right?
North-South Shootout is going on this weekend. They got mods, super mods, 602 mods.
Anybody see the entry list for those?
It's quite a few.
The 602 is 5 Gs to win. James Savali is one.
Mm-hmm.
That's on there. Guys from the past.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah, man.
awesome.
Crown Vics.
And then the old Thompson swap meet all weekend long there. Another prominent late season event. So that's what we got going on. What's on tap? Listen, next week we will give the what's on tap will be what our off-season episodes are going to be because we will have a few of those. But until then, let's try to figure out who won the week.
Who are you?
Gonna be tough, right?
Oh, yeah.
Brought to you by Skankin'. We say it right.
So I put down here Kyle Larson, Stafford Speedway for going all in, full throttle. Gio Ruggiero for winning the truck Rookie of the Year. Any of the 9 near Hall of Famers, Phil Scott, Brother Eastman, Tony Hirschman, Gomer Taylor, Bones, Bruce, Brooksy, Barry, S.J. Abanchin. Slim Pickens. Hit it, Diego. Going with Stafford. Full throttle tires.
It's unbelievable news this week.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about giving back.
Hopefully we can keep growing it, too.
Yeah, man. It's well worth a T-shirt. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm. Reminator?
I'll go with Gio.
I like that one.
What did
David.
Gio did? He won Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, in the trucks.
What did Gio did?
What did Gio do? I mean, well, I mean, that's a full year thing. But
You're
all right,
talking Reminese over
I know,
there.
I'm
Look at
sorry.
you.
I got a little.
Yeah.
A little
You got a little what?
What happened?
I'm sorry.
Do it
What?
again. Do it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what she
Yeah,
said.
I'm glad that got hit. Jesus Christ, dude.
David, what do you got?
I'll give it to Jesse Love.
Oh, that's a
Had
good
his little
one.
Comeback.
Yeah.
Wasn't guaranteed to win the championship, right?
What's so funny, Sid?
That wasn't me. That's your boy Chuckles over here in the
That
corner.
was Rob?
Whenever it's somebody laughing and you don't know what's going on, you can guarantee it's Rob.
Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at the current chat votes. There's some good ones in here.
Okay. What do you got there, Bonsa?
I got to go Stafford with the full throttle
Mhm.
initiative and getting Formula Drift. 2 very big things to happen within a week.
I think I'm gonna go with Gio. So, Rob, what do you got there? There are some good ones in here.
I know.
Well,
I know.
I mean,
play the Jeopardy music in the
I know.
background.
Seriously.
Well, we got to have that play. What?
Or that. The good old trivia music.
Yeah, that's the match game, by the way.
I say me for being back on the show this week.
Oh boy.
Okay,
no. I'll give it to Gio. I'll give it to Gio. I'll give it to Gio.
Nope. Card laid. Card
Yes,
played.
you
You voted
for yourself.
No, that wasn't me. That was
Wow.
SpongeBob.
You
That wasn't
voted
me.
for yourself,
That wasn't
you
me.
weirdo.
That's not me.
Rob,
No,
same
that wasn't
thing.
me. That's not me.
All right, you ready for the studio votes here, Chief?
Yeah, sure.
You got Gio for 2, Stafford for 2,
Yep.
Jesse Love for 1, and then you.
Throw us something else.
All right.
boy.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, we'll cut the votes right here. I'll count this one more that came in.
It's 9:02. How did we go 2 hours? It's unbelievable.
We always manage to BS our way to 2 hours, dude.
Do you know who's on the podcast? Like
Yeah.
part of the crew?
I
We don't shut up.
No, look around.
All right, here we go. Lawler's the last one in the chat. Let's
Okay,
go.
Okay. Here is the total.
Looking forward to it.
So with 1 vote apiece, we have Corey Heim,
Mhm.
CT Racing Corner, who voted for himself
Again?
for not missing 1 episode of the podcast all year.
That's pretty impressive.
That's good. That's impressive.
He's just as bad as you. Voting for yourself.
So wait, we're not there yet. Tony Hirschman with 1.
Yep. Great
Jesse
speech.
Love with also 1. And of course, as you know, Sean said, the very intellectual myself back on the show. Okay.
Okay, SpongeBob.
With 3 votes, we have Gio Ruggiero. And with 6 votes, the winner of this week, the Connecticut Half Mile, Stafford Speedway.
Well done. That's how you go full throttle for who won the week. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. We only got 1 more show to go. And next week, we're going to do a little superlatives. You're not going to want to miss that. But don't forget to follow us on socials. You know how we do it. Reels, funny. Remy had some doozies before we went live.
geez.
Diego, over to you.
Of course, man. I want to thank Belltown Motors for the weekly update. Of course, Waddell Communications for the Nostalgia Nugget. Northeast Performance and Parts for the Popcorn Stat Chat. always Mid-State Site Development. They've got the quote of the week, did you know, and what's on tap. 32 signs for one of my favorite games, which is the weekly pick'ems. Of course, Riley Generators for the Pop Culture Minute. Ed Marcel, Firewood and Land Clearing for Viewer Mail. Skate It LLC for Who Won the Week. Couldn't do it without Monaco Ford for the results ticker. Thanks, guys. Of course, Serve Pro for always lighting up the chalkboard chatter. Seacon Grand Prix, much appreciation for always firing up the hot seat all year. Last but not least, the guy that's sitting on the seat right now, Stafford's GM, Mr. David Arute, man, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you for having me on again. It was fun to be on with you guys.
Yeah, man, it was a great show, man. And, my man Bonssa over there, man, you always put your share in of work, man. Much appreciation for that. Vault Productions, the studio. I mean, what else do I have to say, man? The place is badass.
Word.
Yep. Last but not least, all you podcast members, I know I say it every week, but I genuinely mean it. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the live chat. Thanks for following every week, man. Next week's the last show. Gonna catch you then.
I would like to say a big thank you to New England Auto Racers for the videos. Also, thank you to Fran Lawler and Gata family for the photos tonight.
Well done, Reminator. We'll see you next week.